bit of technical difficulties, but we are now officially live on YouTube, TikTok, and on Twitch.
Yeah.
Good, we good.
We good.
Let's open this show up.
I'm sipping, 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 I'm sipping. Sipping, I'm 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 sipping. Sipping, I'm sipping, I'm sipping, I'm sipping, I'm sipping, I'm sipping.
This is Sippin' with Sammy. I am Mr. Flash, it only the one and only Sippin' with Sammy. Sam Malone, Barstool Rug. If you ain't sippin' with Sammy, you ain't sippin' right. Please get your fucking life together.
Damn, Sammy, you done fucked up. Damn, Sammy, you done fucked up. Damn, Sammy, you done fucked up.
Yup! What's up with y'all, man? Happy hour, happy Monday, all that flyness. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all of the above, either or. We appreciate you. Thank you. And as always, we appreciate everybody that's done such thus far. We appreciate y'all. We see the numbers. We see it. We see it. We love y'all. Now, it's another beautiful Monday. I got a guest in the building. Son of the 215 is in here with me.
Guess who's back?
You know what I'm saying?
I'm back at Sammy's place.
One of the most mentioned names in this motherfucker besides mine.
That sound like a show, a bar, like
Sammy's
how they
place?
had chairs. Come on.
We gonna do
I
it.
got the executive producer.
We gonna do it.
Sammy's place.
All we need is the space.
Y'all saw, baby. We doing shows now. We doing everything, man. What's up, bro?
50-cent mission. Ain't nothing, man. Real quick, we do have K in a situation with us. K,
Shout
you
out
alright
my
over there?
sis, man.
Oh, I'm chilling.
AK-47, the sharpshooters, man. Shout out Nay in the building too. Sharpshooters.
Definitely got Nay in the back. We need to give a big hand to Nay.
Get your PR right, man. Get it right.
Absolutely, man. Nay is a
Do
sweetheart.
this. Yeah, that's
And,
my dog.
She clearly has an eye for talent.
Yeah. She know what she know. She's with with the big dogs.
I heard that. Well, K, you good on everything?
Checking now.
All right, cause
it looks and sounds like I might be.
So we want to get into blessings real quick before we
what
get
you
into
want
the
to do,
thing,
man? Whatever y'all want to do, I'm with it all.
I say set it off.
I'm with the shits.
Let's reward the people that tapped in early.
Hold on, man. Do they do this on Sippin' with Sammy?
Yeah, I mean it's been done.
Okay,
it's been done.
I just want to keep up
it's
with the
done.
tradition. You know
good.
what I mean?
You know me. I always like bars, but I can't let everybody.
Can't everybody do that though? You got to be one of those.
Yeah, man, because I don't know how to hide my facial expressions.
Say no more. I got to set the bar for my man.
I gotta protect myself.
No
sometimes.
No doubt.
So yeah, we can get into blessings as soon as K is ready. Then we gonna get into some topics. We got a great lineup of topics for y'all, man.
I'm happy
some
to be
things
here
that
with
I know
y'all.
my man personally knows about.
Yeah.
He's an expertise.
Ooh.
Shout out Lovely Lay, man.
Can't be out here. Bring me in, man. Talk your
Son
talk.
of the 215, man. We live on Sippin' with Sammy. We gonna talk about these blessings.
Hey yo, you could put that on the town. We was around. Swimming in waters with sharks and we never drowned.
Yeah.
I'm about to ready to load. Spin that with my bros. The feeling of going back broken the hole, keep you on your toes.
I swear.
Extended came with the pole, cause you never know.
You never know.
Think about homies we lost, like where do we go? I'm with the shooters, draft night, we going pro. Make a maneuvers, fast life coming and go. Give me your blessings, give me direction. I can tell homie don't like that we shining, all the aggression. Boy, stop whining, go make some records. They not connected. We are perfection.
Yeah.
When my feature price worth more than your whole collection.
Absolutely.
We roll the dice, we getting by, we finessing. I'm from a block where the neighbors call the law on you, and you got that raw on you. I'm about to draw on your place. Give me your blessing. Whoa. Give me your blessing. Whoa. Give me your blessing. Whoa. Give me your blessing.
Shout out Lovely Lay.
Whoa. Might grab my weapon.
Shout out Pops.
It's different on this side, Sam.
Always.
The midnight train to Philly stops for no one.
Ever.
This thing keeps on moving.
Where they at when you need them?
Right.
This how we set it off around this motherfucker, man.
Right. Hey yo, don't get caught in the rain. It really pours. We coming for all of that paper and more. Now go and get yours. They building a case, the feds, they kicking your door. You gave a name, a face, it probably was yours. Used to be family, but not anymore. I thought blood was thicker than water, we ain't too sure. I seen him lit, I seen him hit, I seen him put down. He was screaming he's a spinner till they spun round. I need your blessings. We been stressing. Be sure when you pull it out, it ain't no guessing. See, I gotta stretch it. Well, I'm gonna stretch it, and then we flip again and make an exit. Please.
Give me your blessing. Give me your blessing.
Give me your blessing.
Give me your blessing.
Give me your blessing.
Give me your blessing.
Give me your blessing.
Talk about how uptown dudes is blessed out here,
come on, man. We
all
the
came
blessings.
from the backside to the top side.
We are the blessings.
You know what I'm saying?
Lovely Lay on the beats, man. What's going on? Yeah. The Academy, FTA,
Where they at?
the Samurai. Y'all, don't get caught in the rain. It really pours.
It really pours.
Simming with Sam, and you know, it's your boy.
It's your boy.
The S, the O, the N. I'm back at that again.
Give me your blessings, man.
Midnight Train to Philly out right now, man. Go get it.
Midnight Train to Philly now. Real quick before we get into the
let's go, man.
the weekend recap.
You see what I come to do, man?
Came in with the fire, man. So we gonna give him another one of these.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
But I'm personally attached to that record
No doubt.
because
No
I
doubt.
seen
It makes sense.
that beat get played.
Yeah.
And son walked away from us.
What?
And he went in the booth and he did the Rain Man thing that they say Hov do.
Yeah.
And then he came back out and it was like, I want to play you something else. Shout out Lovely Lay. And he was like, you sure? And she was like, yeah, I got this joint. I was like, hold on. Hold on.
What we doing? We don't leave.
He ready to work.
We don't leave no crumbs on the table, man. We eat.
And that might have been about 1.5, 2 takes.
Yeah.
And it was a whole record.
And you know what was funny about that? She ain't even like that record. Remember? She was like, I don't even like. Shout out Lovely Lay Beats, a dope producer, man.
Yeah,
Dope young producer coming up, man.
She probably had a idea for the sound of that record.
And now it turned out that's beat them type moments though.
Yeah, man.
Something that wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah, man.
Became a big crazy record. You know what I mean?
Put a few creatives in the room, crack the door, and let God
let God handle the rest. So you know,
what I mean?
people love that record. I love performing it.
Absolutely.
I'm glad I got to come do it on Sippin' with Sam. One of the people that was there when the record came to be, helped line up the people that was in the room that made the record. You know what I mean? So y'all, and learn that too, man. Learn to start giving flowers and recognition to people that deserve it. You know what I mean? Because I sit down with my brother a lot, but I never forget. I always, never try to forget to make sure people know he played a position in a lot of different things throughout my career, man. And I'll never forget that. Real ones don't forget that. You understand? People, and what's going on in Philly is people getting to forget stuff. What you was about to say, Kay? Because I want to hear what my sis say, man.
I was just going to segue, so do your thing.
Well, real quick, I just want to say, man, I've been blessed to be in a position to be able to help a lot of dope people in different moments of their career where 2 weeks before that, I might not even been able to do that thing. And so it's divine sometimes.
And I feel like in Philadelphia, man, it's so tough to come up and make it out of here that we so much in a race, like trying to beat each other to the finish line that we forget, you know what I mean, when we get close to that finish line, who was there cheering you on or picking you up if you stumbled or if you ran out of gas, said, hey, bro, take this Gatorade. I'm here. I got you. Come on. We running. Bro. I want to see you get to the line. You feel me?
Yeah.
So learn that, man. It's the sun. You know what I come to do, man. I come to talk that Philly-ish that y'all love, man.
Appreciate it, man.
And
you
what I was going to say
go ahead, AK.
Is one of those other great supporters is already in the chat. Shout out to RRR Hip Hop Live. He said,
no doubt.
to the fellas
no
and
doubt.
the First Lady, fire signs. Then he said, sheesh,
no
sun
doubt.
spitting.
Yeah. Shout out Triple R, man. They sat me down, got a good joint with me too, man.
Y'all had a great joint. It was outside. It was vibes.
It was
and
vibes.
I followed up, went through there, got twisted with them. Yo,
good
definitely
people.
check out both episodes.
Good people.
You talk about
good people,
good energy, and people that really care about what they putting out to the world.
No doubt.
You love them for that, man. Salute. Appreciate y'all support always.
Absolutely.
For the culture. That's the most important thing. I was telling somebody that earlier, man, just talking with people, my homies, and we're just saying that we all got to have a common goal, and that common goal got to be, you know what I'm going to say, Sam, putting Philly on. That got to be the common goal. You understand that? It ain't got to just be about a son of the 215 or a Sippin' with Sammie or a Nay or a K. It's all of us with the common goal, and that's putting that light and shining light on the city the way all the greats have did it before, that came before us. You feel me?
Word to Swiss Beats, man. No big eyes and little U's. Something that I heard that I really appreciate and that I always am reminded of just by what other people say sometimes. It's just like, no, just remember, no big eyes and little U's. Like, you know what I mean? Nobody bigger than the program, man. No one man bigger than the program.
I love that. I love that.
But let's get into the weekend recap real quick, man. We got Son here for a while, but I don't know how long, so we gonna get some work out of him.
When it come for my brother, it's no time limit on it.
I appreciate you, bro.
All right. Shout out to MJ Moonwalker. He's also in the chat, but he is speaking another language that I cannot translate.
Hey,
so
man.
shout out to you.
Appreciate you for tapping in, man.
Hopefully you understand us. We feel you.
Understand this. Peace, peace.
Exactly.
Love.
Exactly.
All right. Who wants to start?
The weekend recap. Why
don't you get started, Son?
Yeah, we gotta let Son start the weekend recap.
The weekend recap, man. My weekend was crazy.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Yeah.
It ain't nothing else to talk about but one thing, man. Shout out to the bearded legend, man. The goated one, man. My brother, man. Philadelphia Freeway. Come on, man. Pulled off another one, man. Great moment in time, man. Everybody was there, man. Listen, Free Fest, the first annual one, man. And you know, even if my brother Sam couldn't, because you know sometimes we can't make it somewhere, we got other assignments or situations going on in life. He was there in spirit, and now he reached out to one of his super friends, and he's getting an exclusive from one of the inside of the Storm guys. You feel me?
That part.
But Free Fest, what it was music, health, education, and culture, which we always preaching at Freedom Thinkers Academy. Make sure y'all go log on to that.
Right.
And what Big Bro did, of course, he got STEM Pack 2 out right now, which is a classic. Period. 5 mics.
We talked about it a long time ago when he was on the platform. I said, yo, you got to do it.
You got the exclusive. That's crazy.
Remember that?
That's crazy.
Remember that?
Yes.
I'm glad that came out. That's crazy.
He definitely said that, bro.
I'm glad he did it. It ain't got nothing to do with me. We needed that.
You said that because you was like, what's the...
I said his name wrong.
Jake, and he was like, oh, Jake one. He was like, yeah, y'all
I said his name wrong.
That's crazy. Yeah, moments like this. So that came to fruition, man. Shout out Jake One. Shout out Free, of course.
Absolutely.
You know, a dope collaboration and crazy features on there, man. Black Thought. My brother, shout out my brother Scott Lido, man, who's another Uptown legend.
Man, always spitting.
Always been spitting.
Always
since
spitting.
back when he was running with AI. Before that, when he was LNS, you know, I know because we came up in the ranks together.
Yeah,
so he deserved his moment. And with Ben was putting in work with Big Bro, and for both of us to be from Uptown and now on the same label, that's heavy. You know what I mean? So
show you how Uptown do.
That show you how strong we are. You feel me? You got two Uptown guys in the same situation, and we, you know, we have moments where we just, me and him just talk and be like, "Dag, bro, look where we at."
I'm glad to hear that.
No doubt.
I'm glad to hear that.
No doubt, because you know, spitters respect spitters, man. Still sharp and still. And but yeah, Scott Lido on there, Black Thought, Conway the Machine. So many people, man. Just go tap in. It's a crazy album. It's a classic. Big Bro do what he always do. So we also, you know, because he got the album out, he said, man, he got to do the fest, man. Why not, man? The first Free Fest, man. And legendary, man.
Amazing.
In Philadelphia. Brought the city out. I'm just gonna name a couple of people that was there, man. You had the whole state prop was in the building.
Awesome.
You know what I mean? Gil and Wallow was in the building. Miss Jade was in the building.
Great to see Jade.
Rocky was in the building.
Congratulations, Rocky.
You know what I mean? Tammy Jean was in the building. Son of the 215 was in the building.
Just look for the red shirt. It's everywhere.
New Philly, you know, I had to be there. I wasn't gonna miss it. You know what I mean? He did the Freeway and Friends set, brought us all out on stage, man. Did records, and we killed it. The crowd went up. You had health screenings, you had food trucks, you had merch. You had everything, man. Everything, man. Everything. But the most important thing you had was Philly coming together and doing this thing right, and you know, being there for OG who's always here for us. So that was a beautiful moment to see everybody pulled up for him. My favorite moment was when Wallow jumped on the mic and told everybody, like, hold on, like,
we ain't gonna play by this.
Any little kids out here, if y'all don't understand this, just look at your parents and do what they doing, because this Philly Freeway, like, I need everybody to report to the stage. We ain't starting nothing until everybody's at the stage about to watch this. And that was heavy, man. You know what I mean? So it was beautiful. It was a beautiful thing, man, to see all the eras of Philly in one spot vibing, working together, and getting it done. That was dope, man. And we rocked it. We killed it.
You see how excited I am? I've been smiling the whole time for multiple reasons. One, this is another person. First of all, Freedom Thinkers Academy has been doing a lot for the community in these last however many years.
Yes, sir.
But this is another person that added another piece that's going to become an annual thing that is positive for people in this city on so many levels.
Talk, Sam.
And on top of that, I'm looking at you and I'm listening to you talk about being a part of that. And I watched a lot of videos, a lot of clips. Shout out to Snapper and everybody else that's been posting it on my timeline because I follow everybody that was on stage, Tammy Jean, everybody.
All of
and
them.
It was like,
all of them
you living the dream, bro. And with your name being son of the 215, when the Freezer do his first thing and you part of Freezer and Friends, with the, like, bro, that's, and that's not, it ain't the ceiling, but it's part of the dream.
And two things real quick.
You want a parade float in the Dominican parade when you #1 Dominican young boy in your projects.
Listen, bro, it was an option to have my own set or to come out with the big bro. And me, I chose the ladder to come out with Big Bro.
I think it was wise.
You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I could have did my own set or whatever, but to be able to come out with Big Bro, I'm always going to want to do that. Because this is the guy that opened the door and pulled me up. You know what I mean? This is the Big Bro. The same way.
And it's his moment.
It's his moment. You feel me? And then he's taking his moment to shine his light on some of his guys. Come on, man. It's like, you carry on tradition. Like, the way I feel about him is like, I say this all the time, the way he feel about Beans or Hove. You know what I mean? So it was only right to hit the stage with my man on the Freeway and Friends set.
And you gave him a medley.
No, we took off.
You gave him a little medley, little barrage of the Arsenal.
You know, we gave him that ironic clip, man. You know what goes on. That had to be in the cards, man.
I heard that.
And not for nothing, I want to say this too, man. Like, Sam was there for NK. K got the footage. Was there for the first performance I ever did with the Big Bro.
Oh man.
So you know what I mean?
It's a heavy night.
Yeah, that's why I had to come up here and do the recap the right way. You know what I mean? With the guy who was there when it all took off, man. And that was in B-More. Yeah. So that lets you know, man.
Yeah, we pulled up.
You know what I mean? how heavy Big Bro is. He ain't had to do that. He ain't had to jump in no car and drive hours to come kick it with me at my little performance that I had going on. You know what I mean? Even though it was wavy and I was headlining, doing my thing. I was doing my thing, but that's the Big Bro. I'm sure his schedule was tight.
And one thing I always point out about that night, because you was on stage, you had the mic all night, you was rocking, it was your situation. So I didn't know if you caught all of the Philly dudes that was having a moment.
Man,
they never been that close to Free rocking like that, and it was an environment to where it was intimate enough to where you cool as love, crowd around, we good, don't do too much because people got jewelry on, but you could rock with us. You know what I'm saying? And I think I seen real, everybody do this all night. I seen motherfuckers face light up, singing along and sweating, messing their shirts up.
You know what was crazy?
That type 90s love, early 2000s love.
I seen that, but you know what I also seen? I seen the love, the way Big Bro reciprocated it. I seen them when he went into the, let me hear y'all say freedom thing. It was like he was turned at that moment.
Yeah,
like, yo,
he felt it.
This is lit. Like,
he felt it.
Oh yeah, I'm
man,
back
I've been
outside.
around the world and caught a vibe in a little room.
I'm looking like, yo, this can't be life. Like, this ball is,
But that's why I say I be blessed to be in the moments, because man, it's so much that we gotta take in and that we gotta ingest on a regular basis, no matter where it comes from or what you ignore and what you add to your plate. But when you love this thing of ours, you know what I mean?
No doubt.
Then you want to be, when I see certain nights, because you can't be everywhere. When I see certain events and I'm like, oh, I know they had shout out to the women of hip hop in Philly, man. Queens of hip hop, man, just had a great event.
Definitely,
when I see certain nights, it's like, damn, that would have just been love just to feel the energy.
The energy.
I don't gotta be on stage. Half the time I get dragged on stage. Shout out to Son and
no doubt.
Miss A.
Come on.
I see Miss A was at Free Fest. Shout out
she
my
was
sis.
there. Shout out A.
But just to see people have their moment, or what they say on the West Coast or down south, doing a big one.
Yeah, doing the big one.
Doing a big one.
We definitely
just to be a part of that, man, is a blessing.
Shout
I just
out
want
my
people to
nephew
realize
too,
that,
man. Little Elijah, man. Miss A son. That's my heart.
Yeah, man. I seen he was out there too.
Man, running around, gooned up, shirt off.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, he on my type time. Come on, young. We gonna catch a little wreck out here. We running all over the place, man.
See, man.
But and that's another thing too. To jump back into what we were just saying, man. I came up here to drop a few Jews I already had lined up in my head, man. Real rap, man. Listen, man, right? And I was just talking to my homie Nate about this right here. Check this out, right? You see how we just was talking about the first time, you know, we got busy with Free, and that was, what was that, Sam? Let's say like 21, 22, maybe.
Okay.
I'd say 2022. It's now 2024. You know what I'm saying? That's the first performance. This is 2 years later. This is 2 years of, and that first performance was not in Philadelphia.
Right.
This was us outside of the city pushing the Philadelphia agenda, pushing the Philadelphia mission, spreading the Philadelphia message, man.
Shout out to Kravitz.
You feel me? That's 2 years of putting in work with that man. And that man, listen, his schedule will be busy. Touring with him and the Seagulls and the Bleaks and the Peedies and the Gunners and
the hospital visits and
all of that.
Yeah,
man, you feel me?
In the real life.
Listen, bro, put the work in. Cause listen, just cause you either got a flick or a picture, this or that, no, that ain't. Listen, that's not the work, bro. That's far from the work.
So many of y'all see standing next to another man as success, and it's very strange.
I need you to say that again for me, Sam.
Too
please.
many of y'all see standing next to another man as success, and it's very strange. And y'all brag on accomplishments by pictures that didn't lead to anything in business.
I think my man summed it all up for me.
Y'all ruined Thursdays trying to do that shit.
What are we doing here, man? That flick makes you feel like that you thinking that you didn't put in the work.
And the flicks is moments and memories. I'll never knock you taking.
Oh, no, we
watch
never
how
knock
you carry
that. But just watch it because they can say 1,000 words.
Yep. Watch them captions.
You can make sure they saying the right thing. Make sure they're in the right spirits and the right energy, man. Because at the end of the day, man, it's different on this side of the board.
Absolutely.
It's different on this side of the board. You understand me, bro?
And you want those responsibilities. Stop shying away from them.
All you gotta do is put the work in.
With progress comes more responsibility.
Put the work in, man. Same thing as that night with Kay and Sam, man. They ain't have to pull up out Baltimore and catch that footage. My peoples made sure they came out there, made sure I was good, and had some dope footage to capture that dope moment, man. And it's and since then, Sam then got more sit downs with the big bro. But that night of putting that work in opened the door to everything else.
Yeah, right after that you went on tour.
You can get the pick all you want. But that's a lot of people getting picks.
Shout out, Clemmy.
A 90-year-old woman down the street could get the pick. Just saying, hey, baby, let me
probably faster than you.
You feel me?
I love the grandmas.
If that's what you in it for, by God, do you.
But do not start butting your head into our conversations about what our bigger problems is. You don't understand my expenses. I gotta buy bigger plates and more baggies.
Why you all aggy?
Like it comes to a point where you gotta be real with yourself.
Come on, man.
And the first thing first is, how often do people take pictures of you, or how often do you take pictures of you?
None of this was overnight, man. None of this was overnight, man. I could bust down the timeline to you, man. It was probably a year after Big Bro pulled me on stage before we even got our first record in. Nothing was overnight, man.
No,
it was a steady grind, and it's still more uphill battles to go, man.
And I'll keep it real, because I want to salute you for this. You carried it well. You was humble.
Thank you, sir.
You made sure that you was always fresh.
Thank you, sir.
You know what I mean? These things aren't easy to do when you running around with people that's doing stuff at a certain level. And you gotta maintain. They don't owe you Nathan.
He don't owe nobody nothing.
And even if he give you a bump, that's a goddamn, my nigga. Man, that's a looking. You see what I'm saying? Because the space is enough sometimes.
Yeah.
And you've been taking full advantage, and you've been repping in a real way. And I just want to salute you on that, because we never acknowledged that a lot of the dopest MCs is some of the strangest looking or operating people. When you got a fly uptown type of energy running around repping the city and really get busy, really knows flow pockets, patterns, and really respects the history of the situation and gives it back.
Talk to me.
Schoolie D and all them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think that I just got to salute you on how you carry it. You've had fallouts in Atlanta with local DJs over Philly.
Over Philly.
You know what I'm saying?
Over us. Only the real know behind the scenes stuff.
And it's
like
a fact. I really ain't done no business with fam since then. And we was doing business.
Over people that probably now want my spot, bro. What he say, Flash? You want my spot, Flash? Well, you can't, cause you ain't got it.
Exactly.
You feel me?
That's what it is.
Cause we ain't even going to skip over the fact that, you know, like I said, bro, it's about putting in that work. And if we really want to be technical about it, bro, I just dropped one of the best projects this year to come out of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it, bro. What are we doing? Don't talk to me.
We working.
You feel me?
Clearly we working.
Don't make it like you.
What are y'all doing?
In the same motherfucking. We not even in the same building. You down the street somewhere.
The crazy thing is,
where you staying at?
What he say? If you was that heavy in the streets, you would have been bumped heads.
We would have been.
We rock with everybody that's working.
Come on, man.
We rock with everybody.
I'm just trying to give a little motivation out, bro. Just put the work in, bro.
But we gotta sidestep our rant.
Anyway, you want to go, baby?
We gave y'all some jewels real quick.
That's
we ain't even finished the weekend recap because Kay has had a big weekend.
I know Kay always. I just want her to
recap her weekend because moments this weekend for Kay. So Kay, you still there with us?
I am. I'm here.
All right, you ready? Are you ready to talk about the weekend, man?
Before I do, I want to get a couple of these comments out of the way.
Absolutely, appreciate y'all comments.
Kay is so dope.
Zingin Cutie 18 said, "Is this a Christian music stream? That's the only thing my mom lets me watch." Shaking my head.
Oh man.
Zingin Cutie, I hope that changes for you soon, sweetie.
Yeah. But ain't nothing wrong with a little faith in your heart.
Yeah, but tell her you can learn a little bit from everywhere.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yes, ma'am.
Triple R said, "Since LNS, been killing it.
Yeah.
It's dope to hear him mention LNS. Real ones know about
Come on,
them.
man. Hip hop head over here, Triple R. You
when
know
the house
me.
was Orange House, we used the kids rocking shells, man.
Yeah, man.
All right. I guess I'll get into my weekend.
Weekend with AK.
Humbly and respectfully.
Yeah, I had a busy weekend, which is unusual for me. But it started Saturday. We went to a wedding. My board president and friend Janae, who is one of the owners of the Saint, was marrying the other owner of the Saint, who they have been together. They have a beautiful family. Okay.
Oh yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, it's that Chiba.
They have a beautiful family, and they've been together for quite some time, so it was an honor to be able to see them finally tie the knot and make it official. So beautiful. That was nice.
Congrats to y'all.
And fortunately, the rain did not dampen their ceremony. They got it in just in the nick of time.
Because it was outdoor.
We ended up leaving right after the ceremony, and as soon as we got to the car, like, not even kidding you, the skies opened up. So
we missed the reception and the after party.
There
was a reception and an after party.
We were scared the rain was gonna get us too, but I think everybody got a good Saturday. It came the rain started at the right time. Put it like that. It started at the right time.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? So that's dope, though, Kay.
Yeah.
I just gotta salute you too, Kay, because you so dope, man. You got a lot going on in the city, man, that a lot of people don't know about, so just salute my sis. Go ahead, Kay.
I
just had to say that, man.
I appreciate that.
No doubt.
So then on Sunday, I got to meet my new niece, Lenny, for the first time. She's officially a month old. So that was very exciting. First niece, first baby in the family. So everybody is very, very absorbed by her.
That's always beautiful. That's always beautiful. I love new babies, man.
And then after we hung out with the baby and watched the Olympics for a while as a family, we ended up going out to Music Fest, which, if you've never been, is a week and a half long free to attend music festival with over 9 different plazas is what they call them. In Bethlehem, they shut down the historic part of the city as well as the steel stacks, and they have a ton of shows. It goes from 12 to I think 11 p.m.
She already on camera.
Every
when you sit down. You all right. Go ahead.
It goes from 12 to 11 p.m. every day. It started on Friday, and it continues through this coming weekend.
Ooh, that sounds crazy. Where that's at, Kay?
It's in Bethlehem.
Damn, for real?
Yep.
I know, that's dope.
Yeah, it was my first time at this
See
joint.
what I mean? Kay be having a festival poppins, bro.
And it's crazy because, like, I kept hearing it's a big deal. Every night is different. It's all these different acts. And I'm like, well, that's a festival.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, 11 days, 10
Yeah.
days, damn. But then they kept saying everybody just walks around with mugs of beer. So I'm like, well,
So
you
they
know,
out there tour.
you give me a mug of beer, I sit somewhere a couple more hours than I usually would. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
So I got my mug light up and all that. So when it was night, I was lit.
Yeah.
But definitely just drinking and sweating
I
all
would
day and listening to
love
good
do
music.
that, bro.
It was fun, man. A lot of walking, but
It's
it was
so
cool.
much dope. Yo, listen, it's so much dope stuff that go on in Pennsylvania that people don't know about, man. That's what I just, man.
And this festival been going on
stuff.
forever.
And like I said, I was telling Nate earlier, sis really be in pocket with the festivals. A lot of y'all don't know the strings that K be pulling behind us. Like, I know.
No.
And I ain't even saying it because I don't want y'all to know. Because this is my plug, not yours. You understand? Go find out on your own. Like I had to find out. But best believe, she be knowing what's shaking and moving around here. You hear me?
Fuck around and find out, wound up in front of 20,000 and 60,000.
It ain't what you know.
No, K one of them. What else, K?
No, I mean that was it for the weekend. Shout out to Del P. He said, "My brothers for life,
You
genuine
already
relationships,
know. The
over
Delster.
everything. I love y'all." He said, "What up, K?" C Cash said, "Yo, sipping with Sammy family, son of the 215. What up?"
Yo.
What
and
up,
then,
brother?
Shout out to Bertia, Tudor, Daniel. I'm not gonna read your comment because you're a weirdo.
Whoa.
Hey now,
What are they? Can I grind them up?
do better.
I can't see that far. I'm getting old.
It's
But come
alright.
on, man. Don't be like that.
Nah, every once in a while, man.
You got that. It balances out the universe.
The
though,
algorithm
man.
vision.
But you know, hey, thanks for the comment and the view, though. So
Yeah.
That part.
you're not making it. You got to make it make sense.
Well, see,
you know what I mean?
you understand business, and when we looking
Yeah.
up your imprint and,
Yeah.
and what's going on, positive or negative, as long as you get a reaction,
Come
it
on.
count, right?
You stuck around too long to type and all that. Like you did. We already won. Like you was supposed to say, "Oh no, I'm cool." Phew. You did too. Thank you. So
No,
we
hang
thank
out a
you.
little bit longer.
Yeah,
We might
stick
talk
around
about
even
something that
more,
relates
man.
to
You
you.
might got some more comments you need to put in. But I want to get back to my brother Dell, man. Dell was in the building. Shout out Dell. He pulled up. It was everybody was there, man. It was just man. The weekend was crazy. Kay had a good weekend. Son had a good weekend. Sammy had a good weekend. Philadelphia had a good weekend. The state of Pennsylvania had a great weekend, man. It's just
and Del P's latest project
yeah.
is going to be one of the most legendary things you ever heard.
Oh man, listen, Dell was just telling me about. I don't want to give too much out.
Right.
I don't want to say.
You
too
see, I'm
much.
slow talking,
I
right?
don't want to say too much, but we got stuff working. Just put it like that.
I
Put it
heard
like
that.
that. We got stuff working, man. And you know, we be talking, man. You know, I like having moments with my fellow MCs, man. Me and Dell have moments when it's just me and Dell, and we just chopping it up and just because we can relate to so many same things. We going through the same things, so it's like it's you need somebody to vent to. You know what I'm saying? And,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A listening ear that understands what you're going through. So, we just be talking about it, and I was telling him like, man, it's like if this was like this the league, if this was the NBA, this is like some Magic and Bird type time for us. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know. There's a lot of going on. Lots of going on to that.
It's crazy.
But
yo.
he be on his tip, and then I double back around, get on my bag, and he double back and get in his bag, and it's like, it's nothing but, pushing each other pen, still sharpening steel, and respecting somebody that's just as dope as you. You hear somebody that's super dope that make you, hip hop is a competitive sport, but it's also it's a inspiring type of sport as well. Like it's certain MCs that's my peers that I be inspired by. You dig?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To see them doing their thing, it makes me want to get in my bag more. Like, dang, you know what? They'll just drop some crazy. I gotta get in my bag. You know what I'm saying? So salute my brother, man. He always doing something dope. He always making it happen. He was there, Free Fest. He was showing love, man. And I can't wait to see what's in store for him, for us.
I seen him taking pictures with Lovely Lady,
for
man.
the LL,
I'm excited about that.
For the LLC. Let's not forget that. Let's keep that out here in the universe. Y'all know what that is. Long lost cousins, man. Yep. You know what I mean? A super group that y'all been waiting a long time for, man.
That's gonna be fire.
Come on, man.
That's gonna be fire.
You heard that, Dell? We got to feed the streets, dog.
That's gonna be fire.
He said that's what it's about. We on our side.
Come on, man.
Always
at all
on our
times,
side.
man.
Shout out
at
to
all
Cool.
times, man.
Yep.
At all times.
No, that's a fact, man. I'm proud of all y'all. I had a recent road trip with
Thank you, sir.
Dell for a Juneteenth event. We was out there with Roxanne, Shantae, Busy B, all of them.
Yeah.
And them couple hours in the car back and forth. You know how it go when you going to shows with your bros.
Yeah.
Got some good conversation.
It
Got
be
inspired.
the moments,
got
man.
some of that behind the scenes information about what's coming up next, and it just boosts me. And I told him that I always want to tell y'all that when I see y'all moving, especially because a lot of things that y'all do are community based.
Yes, sir.
Y'all actually showing people their options of how to give back and how to do without always having to break the bank and write a check.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And not saying that y'all don't pay for things too.
Yes, sir.
But y'all show up.
No doubt.
Y'all show up and y'all have an effect and y'all know how to talk to people.
Yeah.
And I just
I know Dell, he's always on that type time, and I was just telling somebody the other day, I said I'm 2 for 3 this summer. Like, it was 3 festivals this summer that I definitely wanted to be on. Of course, I knew I was gonna be on Free Fest, so I didn't need to worry about that. Yeah, I mean, I knew I was gonna be on that, but it was the Mount Airy Day Festival. It was the Juneteenth Festival up, in Sha'Carri High School joint. And it was the Wadsworth Day, and I'm 2 for 3. And the only reason I missed Wadsworth Day is because I was shooting a movie. You know what I mean? The same day that they did the Wadsworth, I was coming for them too. You understand me? Anything happens back Mount Airy, I'm like Frank White. I want in.
Crazy?
Are you what?
Crazy thing is,
yeah, you know what I mean. But my sis was there. She tore it up. Shout out Sudat.
Shout out Sudat.
You know what I mean? She
always
smoked
Suzanne
it.
Christine.
And the Mount Airy Day Festival was crazy.
He called me that day. He like, bro, I know you coming up. You gotta pop out with me.
And it was so extravagant. I had to let my broski know. I'm like, bro, do you know they doing this up here, like in our hood? And like, come on.
When he told me the location, he was like, it's from here to here. I'm like,
we went to wars for this. Like, come on, man. And now they want to get this thing of ours together. Okay, cool. We need parts.
We gonna benefit too.
And they just brought the the Wadsworth Day Festival. Once again, this happens on SippinWitSammie when I come up here. We gonna talk uptown. Y'all just gonna have to sit back and enjoy the ride. You going to Broad and Cheltenham. We taking you up there. You going to jump on this 18 or this 6 or this C or the K or whatever, and you coming up there with us, man. They just brought Wadsworth Day back, bro.
Yep.
They just brought it back.
Yep. It's been
so
going
I
for
really
a minute.
wanted that, but I was shooting a movie. Shout out Jimmy the Saint. Talking on my ops coming real soon. Gotta plug that in, man. Make sure y'all watch it. I'm playing a character called Benny Gunn. I'm the lead character, and it's crazy. I'm on my John Wick tip. You gonna see it.
Buffalo.
Yeah. But they brought that back, and I'm feeling like it's coming soon. I feel like over the horizons, we might get another jazz festival.
That's what I was thinking when you said it, bro.
If they bring that back,
because the Wadsworth Day Festival got replaced with the Jazz Festival. Then the Jazz Festival moved, and then it disappeared.
They bring it back though. Y'all could go on and give Uptown a crown,
man.
Just
I
let
just
us
was talking about the
hold
Jazz
on
Festival
that.
yesterday.
Sam, could you imagine that, bro?
That's crazy.
Oh my stars.
That's crazy.
And what we doing now? Could you imagine that?
Nah, that'd be right in pocket. That'd be right in, and it's crazy because it's too many ways to explain.
Too many ways, and we right there at all the people that's making the power plays. Shout out my sis again. I gotta shout her out. She put me on I want to make sure I say this right. What was that? The Kensington Derby Festival. Yeah, a lot of people don't even know that's one of the biggest festivals a year on. It actually fell on the same day as the Mount Airy Day Festival, and I'm like, dang, I wish I could have did both. Because I remember being at that joint last year. That joint was crazy.
She broke a record this year.
And we broke records this year.
Don't tell me that, Kay.
She broke a record
New location,
this year.
first year in that location, and yes, I broke records.
I'm saying.
Kay, I'm talking shit.
She do.
I love it. K like me, we gonna pop our grease, man.
And I was stage managing all day, you know what I mean, making sure everything was situated. So it was a good day, man.
Listen, let me tell y'all this.
And they paid me my rate.
Quick story, right? Quick story. That's what I was about to say too. I definitely got a chill's neck. You understand me? You know what I mean? If you ain't getting nose, go ahead and shut your mouth. But listen, I came to the Derby and I'm looking for y'all, and I'm like, dang. And you like, man, I'm all the way down here by the stage.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh my, I see a people. I'm like, come on, John. Then I get back there where he at, and he say, I got to go back up there where I just came from.
Yep.
I said, yo, but it was so worth it, bro. That's
you caught the vibe though, walking.
If you go on my page, that footage is still on there. Every once in a while, I gotta clean my page up, make room, because I do a lot of stuff, so I gotta make room for the new stuff. You understand me? But that footage is still on there. Still, people commented on it, and you know, you got a Philly Bonics out of me live, no verses on there, and K on the camera getting the angles for me in front of the Red Bull truck, and you know, it was a dope moment, man. So you know,
that
shout
Red
out
Bull
K,
stage
man.
was rocking that day too,
and
man.
she came and got the sun. She could have went and got anybody, but she said, I need the Philly party starter. I need the guy that's going to wake him up. So you know,
but that's the part.
She came to the right place.
That's the part of what you said earlier. We're gonna talk about some more performances after this. The knowledge of having a catalog to where you could do certain kind of performances.
Come on.
So where you could be in certain spaces. We offered opportunities to quite a few people. That's dope. And when we told them what the requirements was and what the demo was, they didn't hold it down.
You couldn't.
So you couldn't do it in front of 5,000. I'm not putting you in front of 20,000. I'm not putting you in front of 60,000 because you didn't do it in front of 2,500.
This is a business at the end of the day.
And tell me the last show that you booked that you had 2,500 to 5,000 people at that was attentive.
Business at the end of the day, man. You gotta understand that. You know what I mean? And you know, we not in here to go backwards.
And I'm humbling myself. I'm an artist too. I'm up there making sure 18 different groups get to perform today.
Yeah.
That ain't never once say check out my EP.
That ain't easy. That ain't easy. That's like dealing with, he said 18 groups. That's like dealing with 28 different personalities. You understand me?
It's a lot, man.
That's
you try to be succinct with who you talk to and how you talk to them, but it becomes a lot.
And this is why I always like to say, man, don't ever think that it ain't cool to be behind the scenes, man, because the behind the scenes people are the ones that's keeping this thing of ours afloat. You know, don't ever think that. Everybody feel like they got to be the celebrity. The behind the scenes people are the ones that's putting this whole thing together. And for real, if you want to be technical about it, behind the scenes people is the ones that get the bag. I'm gonna just go ahead and just throw that out there.
Bread guarantee.
Free
we get paid
game
first
from the SON.
We
you
get
understand
paid
me?
First.
They see the money way before the artists.
Especially
be the last
before you get your backing. Especially before the artists get their backing.
Feel me? So
I'm fully paid when I get there.
Understand, this is free game. Music. It ain't called the music rap game. It's called the music industry.
You
understand me?
I like how you said that.
You understand
very
me?
Important.
So you know, but. Yeah, man.
But let's talk about some of the greatest performers in the world.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
We have been in a blessed position to once again fall upon an Olympics in which we had some dominant forces in effect, man.
It's been some crazy things going on, man.
It's been some great storylines.
Yeah, this is one of the best ones. One of the best ones I done seen.
I don't know where you're trying to go.
Let's start with the Olympics wherever you want. I want you to introduce it. Because you the one that has been 24/7 on Olympic watch.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Kay has been tapped.
Oh, she one of those?
I have Peacock and I have the Olympic app on my phone, and I'm using them both all the time.
All day, I got you.
Okay. Who's the little chick then, Kay? Maybe you could tell me this. Who's shorty that broke a record? She broke a record. She was running. I can't remember her name. She broke a record.
The 4x400 medley relay.
Is that her? A female?
Well, there was 2 men and 2 women. They all broke a record.
They all broke records?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, together they broke a record.
That's heavy.
So shout out to them, by the way. They did end up getting silver in the final.
And they going to Paris or something, right? Something like that.
The whole Olympics is in Paris. Let's introduce it. Catch you up real quick.
Okay, catch me up.
Yeah, you good.
The Olympics are going on, and track and field has officially started. This is obviously one of the most watched Olympic events, and out of all of the track and field events, the 100 meter is by far the most watched Olympic event of all time. And this year, the 100 meter, typically the measure of the fastest man on earth, was a very, very, very close race.
Yeah.
It was within thousandths of a second, but Noah Lyles did end up winning the U.S. first medal for him. So shout out to Noah Lyles.
Shout out Noah. Yeah, Noah. We see you.
Shout out to Noah. Noah is
the human flash.
A very eccentric person, but he's super confident. And what I liked about this win was the thousandths of a second that he won by was against the guy that he raced. What was it, in Tokyo or in
the qualifiers?
In the qualifiers, and the boy was staring him down.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he was like, "It's cool."
Watch this.
And he stared him down.
I love
and
that.
I'm like, yo, it's just like in real time to get your get back like that.
Gotta shift gears, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Because Noah came in second in all of his heats.
All of the heats.
You gotta be able to shift gears, man.
And he was the last to get off the blocks. Him and Sha'Carri.
Ain't that crazy?
Yep. That's crazy, yo.
Last to get
talk
off.
about speed.
Come on.
Burst.
Come on, man.
This is crazy.
Of course, while we're talking about Olympics, we do have to talk about...
Congratulations, Noah, and his mom, man. His mom was turned, man. Salute to them.
Absolutely. We do have to talk about Sha'Carri. She did end up coming in silver in the 100 meter for the women's. Just edged out by... I forget the other person's name.
Shelly-Ann.
No, it wasn't Shelly-Ann.
Oh.
Just edged out by somebody else.
Okay.
Somebody else.
We'll go with somebody else.
Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, who was suspected to be Sha'Carri's biggest competition, ended up pulling out of the 100 meter at the last minute. And when asked about this incident and why she ended up pulling out, she cited the fact that both her and Sha'Carri could not get into the practice facility from the entrance that they arrived at. So last minute, there was a change from the Olympic Committee, and they said that all of the athletes have to arrive to the practice committee on bus through this special entrance that only the buses can go through. But both of these athletes weren't staying at the Olympic Village for all of the reasons that we've talked about before, the cardboard beds, no AC, all of these things. They opted to stay in a hotel room. So they didn't have access to those buses. They showed up with private transportation and wanted to get in, and unfortunately had to walk an hour to get to the other entrance before being able to then enter the practice area, warm up, and have very little time before their heats and their race happens.
So you were an hour late on your warm-up process. That's whatever that is. Whether, like, it's meditating first. You know, maybe you can't even get on the field yet, but you might need 15 minutes to sit with yourself.
Least,
And you had to walk there.
But you had to literally probably walk through an Olympic crowd.
That's rough.
Agitated, frustrated, hot, uncomfortable, not knowing if you were going to be able to get into the other side where you're heading anyway, because that's always a thing.
That's rough.
We go through this with shows sometimes, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
So it's like, just imagine having to be at your best physically after all of that, being the last off the blocks and coming in second. That's amazing, yo. And people say she failed and she flopped, and it was and it's all of these terminologies, and it's like Olympic silver means I'm the second fastest motherfucker out of all of y'all.
That ain't too shabby.
Like, are you crazy?
I can run with that. That ain't too shabby.
I don't understand how that's a failure at all,
Not
especially when you find out that,
all.
as usual, and as she's probably accustomed to coming up, she had to deal with controversy to get there. A little more controversy than the motherfucker standing next to her had to deal with that day. And she held it down.
Factoroni.
And I think that's heavy. I don't like how I didn't like the headlines. My bad.
No, and the amount of grace that she's also been displaying throughout this entire Olympic
She's been
run
Flojo
is
the whole
worth
time,
talking
man.
about, because everybody has heard the headlines about Sha'Carri previously, from the last Olympics and her not being able to compete, and put all of these narratives on her. So for her to really be demonstrating her true character and her ability to rise above all of that and still come out with a silver medal is fantastic.
Dope.
No, that's amazing, man.
Salute to them, man. Salute to them women.
And Shelly-Ann, I'm
Getting
really
busy.
salty because I think, if I'm not mistaken, she put out of the 100 and the 200, right?
Yeah, she had pulled out of the 200 prior to arriving in Paris.
Right.
And then ended up pulling out of the 100 as well.
So which means she was on her way anticipating being able to compete for multiple, settled on one and wasn't able to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's sad, yo. I mean, we
Olympics
see people losing Olympics all type of
Olympics
crazy
be
ways, but
real.
that hurts.
The Olympics be real. Yeah.
And I want to point out that the way that they arrive to the practice facility or to the venue is not irregular. That's why they're saying it's a quote-unquote new rule, and they're putting that in quotes because it's kind of like you already know who's not coming on the bus.
Absolutely.
So you know who you X out once you put a chink in the arm or whatever have you, a wrench in the game.
Monkey wrenching operation.
I mean, it's not even special. It's normal. It's expected that the superstars are not going to ride the bus. I think that Simone stayed in the village and didn't go to the cafeteria the whole time because there was too many people.
Yep.
She never ate with them. And it ain't on nothing, but she is the one. And it's too much. It's too much.
So, while we're talking about the Olympics,
I like this.
Cube
I like this.
came out today, and like I said earlier, the
Big
3-on-3
three?
basketball is an Olympic sport now.
Yes.
And
Ooh,
it's
Cube.
been very fun to watch. Today was the finals for 3-on-3 basketball,
Come
and
on, Cube.
unfortunately, the U.S. was not in the women's or the men's finals. The U.S. was in the bronze contention for the women's, but the men's did not get that far. So,
That's
Ice
why I like
Cube
this idea.
came out, and we know that he has the Big Three League here in the U.S., where he organizes
That is
3-on-3
amazing.
games.
You know why I'm shaking my head? Life after hip hop.
Bro,
I love it.
Who would have thought that hip hop would take it this
I
far?
love seeing what they do after they didn't accomplish.
He one of the
everything.
best. He
That's
one of the
so
best.
dope, man.
He
Cube
one of
is
the best.
guy, man.
And so Ice Cube said that he would put together a challenge for the Olympic gold-winning team in 3-on-3 basketball to challenge his Big Three teams.
I like that.
And he put parameters around it. He set prices. He set a date. All they were waiting for was the gold medal to be awarded, and that team to eventually accept.
Yeah, he wants to play it within weeks.
But they got some good players on that Big Three.
But the thing is, the players that were sent from America are not Big Three basketball players.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, not 3-on-3 basketball players.
Yeah.
So if you think about a league full of people that are Americans that play the 3-on-3 game at a professional level,
Yeah.
the perfect thing to do would be to challenge the Olympic winner in 3-on-3
Yeah.
to show y'all that we're efficient and proficient, so
Yeah.
that we can rethink who we send the next time around.
Yeah.
And it's a
'Cause he got some hitters in the.
it's
in
the
in
same
his
way
league.
same way he wanted to pay Caitlyn. It's a marketing thing.
Mm-hmm.
It is a big deal if he gets them to agree to this, which 9 times out of 10, the numbers that he's paying the players that win the 3-on-3 championship are not going to get that from what they got from the Olympics. They'll probably go do it. It's one more game or 2 more games. Maybe they do 2 out of 3 and we do something really fly. But it'll be an event. I'm sure he'll have performances, openers, and make it a thing.
Make it a whole thing.
And just now international Big Three attention.
This boy
I think that's
Cube.
fire.
This boy Cube vision.
I think
man.
that's fire, yo.
Cube's mind is.
And, you know, it helps to have multiple streams of successful
I
businesses to
always
be able to
tell-
say, you know what? I'm going to throw $5 million at this real
I
quick.
always tell multiple streams of income, man. That's how you got to do it. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, man.
Man,
Multiple
listen.
streams of revenue.
Go to-
Yes, sir.
I
I
gotta
also
work for
really,
benefits.
really appreciate this because I feel like we've looked at 3-on-3 basketball as a European dominated sport, and clearly it is if you look at the results of this year's Olympics.
Absolutely.
But I love the idea of Americans starting to embrace 3-on-3 ball. I think that it would actually influence some of the style of play that we see in the NBA
Yeah.
to change a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I would love to see more 3-on-3 and 3-on-3 Olympics be taken more seriously by the U.S.
I've also seen marketing and rules wise the NBA and other professional leagues adapt to things that the big three have done.
Come on.
So I'm always about getting more eyes on what Cube is doing. If the higher ups are snatching from him, then he should have a global appeal that goes along with it.
I love the fact that the big three, and it's also being able to give opportunity to players after, you know, the NBA. They ain't got to just stop hooping automatically.
Or players that didn't make it to the NBA.
Or players that didn't make it to the NBA.
Yep.
If you didn't make it to the NBA, it's other options. If you are done at the NBA level and you feel like you still got something left in the tank and you want to, you know, go ahead and, you know, keep shooting in the gym a little bit, it's other options, because we all know a 3-on-3 ain't a 5-on-5. You feel me?
Exactly.
Half court ain't a full
court. Ain't
court.
the same.
You dig?
Season is shorter.
You dig? So
we can make you a GM. We can make you a coach.
I've seen some dope players that people forgot about. Like, dang, oh snap, he in the big three,
Wiggling out there,
getting busy. I'm like, oh, that's what's up.
It's
so
fly.
Shout out to Cube, man.
And it's family entertainment,
Yes.
and it's affordable at a family
No
rate
doubt.
like the NBA used to be. And we understand
No
why it's not
doubt.
no more. But when you still want a night out with the family, you could get 4 tickets, couple hot dogs, popcorn, and all of that, and not feel like you killed yourself, man.
No
at
doubt.
a big three
No
event,
doubt.
and he prides himself on that. So I just want to put that out there because that makes it worth trying it.
And as an artist, I love Cube.
Go see any sport
Yeah.
that you bang with. Go see it live one time,
Yeah.
even if you like it a
It's a
little
different
bit.
experience.
When you go live, you're gonna love it.
Shout out Cube, man. One of my inspirations, definitely one of my top 10 MCs of all time, and it's just a great businessman. So keep on doing you, Cube.
Keep walking your walk. You be right there. Keep walking your walk.
Yes, sir.
Ain't nobody gonna forget about you,
You
when it's
better
time
know
to do
it.
something that makes sense, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about.
That's what it gotta be
People
about.
take pride in representing Son of the 215 for people
Thank
that
you,
don't
my
know
brother.
that, because he's a gentleman and because he operates at a high level
Thank
of
you, my
talent.
bro.
But both of those things are both very important.
And,
like, man,
and this
listen.
is coming from a guy who known me since a kid. I'm talking about little snot-nosed youngin', everybody little youngin'. You feel me? Who, you know, it beat them old heads in your hood that be like, hold on, youngin', you got something. Don't waste it. You know what I'm saying? God gave you a little talent. Try not to, you know, mess it up. So that means something to me, man. And not for nothing, man. And I gotta always plug this in there. The Son of the 215. It's not a name. Like people like Rue, he knows the Son was always around. It was always an alias. It was always floating around. But now at this point, since I made the transition to just be the Son of the 215, that's my full brand and name. It's mean much more than just that. You know what I mean? It's a whole message that we delivering. I'm trying to deliver the Philadelphia experience. I say that all the time. That's what I'm selling, man.
Can I be honest about the name?
Yeah.
When I first, because I wasn't around for the decision, or maybe that part of the progression.
Yeah.
But when I seen it, it was something that if you would have named yourself anything else, that would have took away from the traction that you had made under your previous names, I'd have been mad about it. Like, we doing this again?
No.
But it made so much fucking sense without me even talking to you. That I was like, that's what it is. That's what it's supposed to be. And like, it's one of them who better. Like, who else? Like, you know what I'm saying? Dell wasn't changing his name. We needed something to do it.
Yeah.
Because it's only certain dudes that's gonna wave that flag the right way. We keep alluding to it, but
right
literally your name, because I seen it on social media. I seen a project coming out under a new name.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that makes so much sense.
And that can be.
And it's her. It's TikTok.
And that can be a hit or miss. You know, you can, you know, when you going to reinvent yourself, you got to be careful with that, because if you don't do it the right way, it's all over in one shot. It's over.
You still marketing, so perception is a motherfucker.
Everything is that's another thing that you have to realize when it come to a guy like me, man. I done been around, came back around, been around again, man.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Reinvent yourself. That ain't no easy thing to do, man.
Y'all talk about dollar hollers.
You feel
Dollar
me?
was rapping.
Somebody was at the festival yesterday calling me that, like, yo, Dollar. Like, I forgot you the son now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, and I'm telling them, like, no, man, I'm still Dollar. I'm still
Bills,
D-Bills.
still
I'm
Buffalo,
still Buff. I'm still all them guys are around in some which way and form. They all talk to me once in a while, like, man, you son, you didn't change. And I'm like, nah, man, chill. Y'all got to chill for a minute and let me do this. You know what I'm saying? So it's they all around, but Son of the 215, what it means to me, man, is much more than just a name.
Exactly.
We're selling the Philadelphia experience, man. Something that needs to be sold. something that the stories that need to be told. A home of people that the blue collar hustle from the mud, rocky ambition, climbing up there. You know how Rocky, I always like to compare it to Rocky, man. Rocky was what'd he say in the promo for Rocky? His whole life was a 1 in a million shot. That first movie when they did the trailer, his whole life was a 1 in a million shot. He was the underdog. Apollo Creed was this champion who was giving this nobody a shot, and he was never supposed to beat him. It was supposed to be just a little Apollo Creed doing some charity work, like, oh, you know,
as Mr. American,
yeah, make him look good.
Yep.
It was never meant for the Italian Stallion to go ahead and get in the ring and take them punches. You know what I mean? And that's one of my favorite parts of the movie in part 2. And he was involved when his trainer was trying to tell him, when Apollo trainer was trying to tell him, he said, we don't need him, baby. He said, I seen that man take a beating like I never seen him take a beating before.
Yep.
And he kept coming back. You know what I mean?
You know the other lesson?
That's Philly.
Remember Rocky on a little bed. Remember Rocky on a king size bed. If you're not going to adjust your lifestyle,
and that's bro,
you bound to take a fall.
He just gave me the whole nother layer. I forgot how Rocky went back to the bottom, came back to the
Rocky
city.
was training in the mall. Rocky jogging with the lady, the morning joggers, the old lady.
Lost it all. Asked his wife, "How did we get back here?" She said, "Did we ever leave?" Like that. If that ain't Philly, I don't know what is.
Man,
we're selling that as
accordingly.
and even though we talking about Rockies too, I gotta plug this in there. Shout out the fake bitches hero, Rocky Rock, man.
Man, congratulations again, Rocky.
Give her one. Give her a round, man. Give her a round, man.
Congratulations.
Just
again,
won
man.
that Miss Deb's house thing. Me and wifey was watching it the whole time. We already knew how it was gonna go.
We watched it too. And shout out to Bagfield. I just watched them on Bagfield.
Once Deb pulled up, came back to
and
Philly.
hollered at Jade and them. That's what you talking
I said
about?
it was a wrap.
Are you talking about?
I said it was over.
No, the craziest thing is she said it in an interview I watched today with Bagfield.
It was over.
The clip I saw with Bagfield today, one of the things that Miss Deb said, and salute to Miss Deb, she's somebody that I always respected since I've been aware of who she is, and it's been a long time.
Yeah.
She said, you know how easy it was for me to find her?
Come on, man.
She said the whole city knows her. She has
is.
her city. She
Come
said
on, man.
it was literally one phone call, made another phone call. She didn't say this verbatim, but like it was probably simpler than you saw it on the show.
You dudes think I'm tripping with this whole Philly, new Philly, everything, man. You have to get the bells in your city popping first. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. And don't try to think you could just double back around and come back home and say, oh, you know what? I see a work of a son, or I see a work of a Sammy. I didn't want to embrace the city, but now I got to because I needed to work. Yeah, but you got to start from scratch.
Start somewhere.
Well, Martin said you got to go back to scratch.
I want to be
put
clear,
the work
though.
in.
I want to be clear. No matter what y'all saw on that episode, when y'all saw her give her reasoning for Rocky winning, this is one of those reasons that she gave that might not have made the cut.
Yeah.
She said, name another girl on that show that had their city like her.
Come on, man.
She said that specifically.
She got the bells ringing in her
So I
city.
just want y'all to be clear that
Rocky.
even though you might have heard, well, she wants it more, or whatever she said
bro.
that sounded
and we're not
theatrical,
saying that she didn't.
these all play parts. There's a lot of variables in these things,
but
man.
she wanted but the major components was she won that because she had her city in pocket. And any smart business woman or man knows that. Miss Dab knows now that, hey, I know this my artist gonna sell at least this much in this region alone.
She has the Philly tag. Every hood in the world respect Philly.
We could cross the we could cross the 6 biggest city
Oh,
off
she
of the
really
list.
wanted. She really wanted them.
We could cross Philly off. We know she gonna sell there. Okay, that's 10,000 right there, 20,000, whatever you want to call it.
And she's attractive, and she knows how to talk in a way that what's going on right now in hip hop is young ladies liking young ladies that know how to talk to them the way they used to be and talk to.
And
they don't want to fit in y'all boxes from being top of the mountain.
Shout out Big Bro for being on there and supporting and saluting Rocky and
Free did
like he
he
always
pulled up
do.
to the finals too. He put
Like
up the
he
SOBs
always
for
do.
it, showed some love, and I thought that was important. I respected Dev for making that moment where they pulled each other aside and he had a conversation with her, because people don't realize how many people that Free and Beans and Dutch, it's a lot of these Ness. They had these conversations with us, yo, and sometimes they have them in situations that we could never tell y'all about.
And all of them.
This
names,
was on a TV show, so that was a blessing for y'all to be able to witness that.
All them names my man just said at one time or another, you know what I mean, including Big Bro. I mean, he gave me the ultimate, you know, a stamp of approval. Have told me, youngin', you next, or you got it, or it's your turn. You know what I mean? I say he give me the ultimate stamp of approval because I'm a freedom thinker. So, you know, that's the ultimate stamp of approval. But all of them guys have said that one way or another, man. And you know how that feels to guys who you grew up studying these guys or listening to these guys, or, you know, they were your template, your inspiration.
Boom. I talk about
That's
it all
different.
the time. Explain to people what it's like to be from a city where we're respected for our artistry and our MC level all around the world.
No doubt.
But how many times have you performed on the same stage as the legends that we talking about before and around whatever you had going on with Free?
Yeah.
Just regular nights that these dudes be too arrogant to show up for.
Yeah.
A Ness will tear the same room down. A Dutch will tear that room down.
No doubt.
A Siegel will grab the mic. Like, and
I
it's a
was
night
sitting-
that you didn't even know, or you did know.
I was sitting there the other day at Free Festival just
You
doing
watch moments happen in
just
front of
doing
you.
an interview, and Ness pulled up. I mean, not Ness. Shout out Ness too. He was there, but shout out Yatchy, man, who walked up while I was doing the interview and just started giving some bars straight out. And you know what he said after he got finished giving the bars? He said, "Now, son, let him know what the new Philly sound like."
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's what we doing.
This is a guy that he, you know what I mean,
That's a play.
had a major deal with entertainment and had a crazy record with Spade and Cam.
And got crazy projects
been to
out
the
right
promised
now.
land and still rocking and rolling. And taking the time out to say, yo, this my young, he next up, he got the ball now. That means everything, man. So, you know, that's the tip I'm on, man. Y'all
People
know
don't
why I
understand
carry
that.
it the way I carry it, man, because we come from a special place.
Yeah, man.
And this story needs to be told.
People, it's a lot of people that still running around with being the first person to put on, or the first person in 30 years to put on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, we're in a blessed position.
Come on, man.
From the ground up, if you dope,
Yeah.
you will be in some of them rooms.
Come on, thank you.
That'll allow you
Say
to have
it,
some of
Sam.
them
Say
conversations,
it.
or to build familiarity to the point where these are your peers now.
It's enough money out here for all of us to eat, bro. Run your race. Don't run my race. Don't run my race. My race I might be running you see how she was breaking down the Olympus? I might be running a 30 by 30, and you might just be built for a 10 by 10 or whatever.
Yeah,
Don't
I
run
know
my
what you
race. Run your race. It's
And-
enough for everybody.
And I ain't gonna lie to you,
Trust me.
I'm performance enhancing drugging the motherfuck out of y'all. If y'all don't think that I'm juicing up while y'all sleeping, y'all tripping. My brain is a sponge. I'm learning constantly. I'm figuring out things constantly. I'm running ideas past people constantly.
I'm trying to learn as
I am
much
on
as
them
I can.
PEDs.
Come on now.
And we ain't talking about fake views. We talk about
not
talk about energy.
This is not a race. It's a marathon.
It's a marathon,
Start
man.
off fast and you're wheezing in the back.
But Kay, one thing we ain't talk about the Olympics that I would love to talk to Son about.
Yep.
Come on now.
Snoop Dogg and Flavor Flav have been the stars out off of the field of the Olympics.
Two of my
Snoop
favorite
has
hip-hop
been a top
personalities.
correspondent. Flavor Flav has been representing the U.S. polo team, and even gave, I think the girl was shot put, girl rent money. Him and Serena husband split it, which is funny because they said let's go half, and Serena husband sent like $7,000 and some change, and they was like her rent was $15,000. He said no, the name of my company is $776, so I like that number. Like, I just love what I've been seeing from. First of all, breakdancing is in the Olympics.
Come on.
That's hip hop. So let's do this first.
At all times. At all times.
That means that breakdancing and hip hop
into the Olympics.
is so universal and global that it's undeniable that a byproduct of one of the main staples in hip hop is in the Olympics.
Come on.
With
Facts.
multiple countries that really get busy doing this thing on a high level.
That show you how heavy and how far hip hop has come, man.
Bro, the shit that you, when your label show you your numbers, they don't count all the motherfuckers breakdancing to your shit.
Come on, man.
You ain't even know.
Come on.
I literally know clothing brands that y'all frown on that have been surviving off of breakdancing in the Bay and Japan.
One of the 5 fingers of
And
hip hop.
and their local brands.
One of the 5 fingers, man. Yeah, a hip hop breakdancing.
But Snoop and Flav have given an energy to the Olympics that we've never seen before.
And
Snoop is at every event dancing, turning up.
And how can you be mad at it, man?
Outfits is crazy.
You can't.
He got the Skechers deal, so every day he got different pair of sneaks on that's getting
Snoop
international
deals
coverage.
Be crazy.
You know why he signed the Skechers?
His deals be his deals.
Because everybody said, why would Snoop make Skechers? Why wouldn't he get Converse or something? And Snoop said, man, Skechers is the most worn shoe in the world.
Why? That's like me saying, why would you put your clothes in Target or Walmart? What? You know how many people visit? But what are we talking about here?
Snoop has carried the torch, which actually looked like a joint, which was ironic. Carried the torch and the walk with all of that, which is a symbol of peace. So you got Snoop Dogg, debatably, probably not even no more debatably, the biggest thing in hip-hop, artist in hip-hop, carrying the symbol of peace for the United States.
Big dog.
Then you got him running around and commentating and partying in the rain and making sure everybody feels good. Then you got Flavor Flav, who is a part of this.
And who else I see up there with Flav? That's Spike Lee?
Yeah,
Spike was up there.
Come on, Spike.
But I'm going to give you one. Flav is involved because Flav found out that the U.S. polo team had multiple players that were working 2 and 3 jobs to be able to train to go to the Olympics.
What?
So Flav said, well, look, give me the tab.
Yeah.
I got them. Then the young lady said, tomorrow I'm competing in the Olympics for shot put, and I can't even pay my bills. This is crazy. My university was supposed to cover it, but they only covered 75%. Yeah. And Flav said, don't worry about it. We're going to pay it tonight, so you ain't got to think about it tomorrow. Then that's when Serena husband tapped in and said his part, and all of the other things happened. And it's just like, yo, why all these billionaires, all these motherfuckers that's patriots, that could get it done, that we know it ain't about nothing. We know Flav done went through ups, downs, and just really got back good, man. And has been a symbol that I've been proud of since Public Enemy.
Since Flavor Flav.
Because he never hurt nobody but himself.
Public Enemy number one.
So why are we the ones doing all of the groundwork? And why are we the ones that's showing the next chapter of what Olympic coverage is going to be?
Because it has
to be fun now.
It has to be us.
It has to be fun now. So y'all need a little bit of that in there.
It was always had to be us. You know that, Sam. Yeah.
A little bit of that, little Larry's in there.
Hip hop, you can't go nowhere without us. I'm sorry. You
can't. The takeover is real, son.
You can't.
Kay, what you think about it, man?
Can't.
Because I'm so excited.
Can't do it.
No, I think
I might have overlooked the minor points.
I think it's dope. I think
what a bigger point.
I think Snoop is drawing a lot of attention and a lot of eyes onto the Olympics that otherwise wouldn't be there, especially from a social media point of view.
Absolutely. He go viral every day.
I think NBC could do a better job of having more Snoop coverage just in general. Like, they do his highlights every day, but I think it would be better to actually be watching these games with Snoop or something like that.
And a lot of even when he's on the coverage team, a lot of the things that he's doing that goes online later is not on the live coverage.
It's my uncles, man. You know how you wish you had 2 uncles, like 2 people in hip hop. If I wish that they was my uncles, it would be Flav and Snoop Dogg.
I'm Jay-Z, Snoop, and Cousin Wiz.
Cousin Wiz, yeah.
Cousin Wiz and Currency.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they got some good cousins.
Them be my country-ish cousins.
And Spike. I need Spike as an uncle, too. What
no, Spike good uncle.
Give me some.
Because he going
to...
Yeah, from Malcolm X, beginning of Malcolm X. I know what you're talking about. But no, Spike is, because you always got that uncle that tell the stories, but you don't really get it, and he don't really tell the whole story, but you know he was there.
And Spike been a part of the culture forever, man.
Spike, man.
And the Michael Jordan commercials, all that. Yeah, come on, man. I mean,
we've seen Spike with the exclusive Jordans on in his biggest moments. Like,
I be spiked out. I could trip a referee. Come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, you can't go nowhere without hip hop, though, man. It's
realest line since seats cut enough to trip cool coach.
It's
I wonder where he got that from.
Yeah.
Wow.
Great minds figure alike, man.
Seats close enough to trip cool coach. I remember that.
And you know, like I was great to say, hip hop is one of the biggest, probably if not the biggest genre in the world. So you can't go nowhere without us, man. If you really want to bring the masses out, you got to tap in with us. You got to come holler at us.
And hip hop is the one thing.
Got to come holler at us.
And you said genre, which is true, but a lot of genres aren't cultures.
Yeah, we a whole thing. We a whole vibe.
Whole thing.
You got to come holler at us. If you want the people, look, Donald Trump was just kicking it with who? Go T7 Kwani. You want the people to endorse you? When
they all going to hip hop. For the last 16 years, they've been going to hip hop.
Was hollering at Freeway. You know what I mean? Obama had Hove and Jeezy.
I do you one better.
Yeah.
Remember when Bill Clinton played the sax on Arsenio?
On Arsenio. Come on, you gotta come holler at us.
It's been that long.
It's no way.
They just wasn't showing the numbers, but proof is in the pudding.
And we're growing. We just getting stronger, baby.
I love that, man. But salute to Snoop and
Salute to K for giving us the Olympic rundown, man.
Yeah. I want to actually take.
I love to see our staples be staples for the world to see. Like, I love to see that, man. They can't keep bad mouthing us all. Snoop withstood a murder trial, and Flav was an admitted recovering drug addict. We will not be held back by our past.
Facts.
We as fly as our options. And I think that's fire. That's fire.
I want to take a break from sports and get into some hip hop stuff while we have some.
Boom.
Let's do it. Where we going?
Let's talk about Dame Dash.
Oh man,
what's going on with the Dash?
You and me.
What's going on with the Dash, man?
So as we know, Dame had recently had a case where they say that he owes $800,000. In the result of what seems to be failure to be able to pay that, they are auctioning off Dame Dash's shares of Rockefeller Records, 33 1/3% of shares of Rockefeller Records, which we previously had joked and seen Cam and Mace joke about actually acquiring and taking off his hands to avoid the situation.
Right.
But clearly, and I don't want to say that wasn't their intentions, but sometimes you get your advisors to look into something.
Right.
And the numbers don't add up long term.
Right.
Because what they're asking for is the minimum bid is 1.2, and you have to put in 400,000 on 200. Was it $250,000 or half? Somewhere around there to even be a down payment to be eligible to bid. So this investment is something that may cost you up to $2 to $5 million, and after 30 years of the artist's material being out, it reverts back to them. We're not that far away from this going back to Jay-Z. So it may not make sense unless you're a company in a position to be able to juice that real quick, like in a marketing scheme way.
And you know what I would just like to see, man? I'm not even gonna hold you. I would just like to see Dame and Hove put that shit to the side.
It's never gonna happen.
Come on, man.
All the variables that
the prop is running around, they still active. We can't get a Rockefeller at least reunion pop.
I would love that.
One time.
I was at all the shows when everybody was together.
You know how many people would benefit off of that?
You.
All up.
You.
We gonna need media. K, what you doing? Come on. We gonna need this. We gonna need that. Y'all two just gotta get past this real quick. Come on. They just yo.
And you know what's crazy? Gilly and Wallow actually got Mason Cam back together.
And they was rated, you know, they beef was nasty.
20 years plus, like.
But at the end of the day,
and now they're winning together.
You got to look at it like this: we got more time in as homies than we got enemies. Time in as enemies.
When our children are each other's godchildren, we got at some point we made a misstep.
What are we doing?
At some point we made a misstep.
We spending more time together getting bags, and like, let's get back to that. This beef and shit ain't getting nobody no bags.
But what I think is sad,
messing up bags.
What I think is sad is that Dame does have a network. And
Dame always in Philly too. Shout out Dame Dash, man. He always in Philly, showing love, clicking with Free. Him and Free did a joint project together. 365, they had the record out, was crazy. They always linking up. Dame always tapped in with us, man.
Dame has America New. He has a sneaker brand, the CEO Sneaks. On. He has a lot going on.
And so is Hove. I can't go against the grain with Hove, man.
So do you think this is something he just doesn't want to be bothered with, and he's allowing it to go to auction? Because $800,000 for somebody like Dame doesn't seem like
out of reach. I don't think he want to be bothered with it, man. I think like Dame. I feel like when it comes to shit like that, Dame just burnt out. Dame just trying to, stay tapped into the culture because he love it. But all that, I feel like he got it out of his system.
And he actually loves rock and fashion more than hip hop.
If you notice, Dame
loves rock and fashion.
He been laying low, just getting
his,
you know what I mean, getting his bag the way he been getting his bag. That Dame that was, that tell you to fuck off in a heartbeat in the office somewhere, it's like that left him. I feel like it left him when him and his friend went left, man. And I've learned that from Beanie Siegel, man. It ain't about the man that got his first dollar. It's about who got their first friend. And him and Jay-Z and Biggs, they built something together, man. That ain't easy watching that dream that, you know, go its separate ways, break apart and go how it's going to go. And, you know, y'all could have easily got another 20, 30 years out of that.
But just imagine, we was in situations that fell apart multiple times. Where either one of us wasn't in contact with each other outside of seeing each other in passing. We wasn't doing no business
Somebody
together.
has to be the bigger man.
Or none of that. But we never had a problem with each other.
No.
But
that's what I'm saying. Somebody has to be the bigger man.
If you would have got to where you're at now, and I said, because I can't assume this, but I said, damn, salute to everything you doing, but I need you to come through for real quick for my platform, and you to...
Somebody has to.
I might have felt some type of way
man.
about that, because our agreement was what? When you get there, let's smoke a blunt, chop up a steak, and laugh about when we was fucked up together.
Somebody has to be the bigger man.
So that's what hurts.
Nobody's being the bigger man.
So the next time I want to invest in somebody, I can't even get that attached
Nobody's
to
saying, Jay, look, fuck all that, bro. Let's get another bag together somehow. Nobody's saying, Dame, fuck all that. Let's get another. Now, Free might be, or Beans might be, or this person, or Bleak, but them two are not saying, yo, that's what's that. This is now. Let's get another bag, bro. I need you to do this, that, and the third, or we could do this, that, and the third together. I just feel like Dame is just past it, man. You know what I mean?
I think that it has to happen when neither. Well, we know Jay won't be, but it has to happen at a time where it doesn't seem like either one is in a place of desperation. It has to seem genuine. Cause
you gotta come on, man. Let's be honest about it, man. Your man a Billy up.
Yep.
That ain't a tough pill to digest right there, man. Your man is a Billy up. I can easily go to you and get an M.
Opportunity.
You know what I'm saying? My man is a Billy up, and we ain't seeing eye to eye. I can't even say, yo, bro. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? That's super wild. My man is not a Millie up, a Billy up.
Mm-hmm.
You reached the ultimate height of this shit. And we started this thing too. I was there.
Mm-hmm.
I helped you. We know for a fact Dame helped with that, your speedboat in St. Thomas or wherever they was at.
We done pop jabs together and all that to
You're
get out of space.
Billy up.
Mm-hmm.
You can easily say, yo, man, come on, forget all that, huh? Yo. Come on, man.
It's deep, man.
Yeah, man.
It's deep, but
yeah,
you right.
And I said, I love both sides, man. I'm signed, shout out EQ Distro. I'm a children of the rock. I'm a child of the Rockefeller family tree. So,
right.
It's sad to me.
You ain't said nothing crazy.
Yeah, I want to see them get past it and let's keep doing dope things, man. I would love to see that, but wish both parties, especially Dame, man, because Dame is smart and Dame is dope, man. Listen, you can't talk hip hop and not mention Dame Dash. You just can't do it.
No,
if you do, you frauding. You frauding. You cannot not mention Dame Dash, man.
He taught a lot of y'all how to get it.
He showed y'all how to get it, man.
And he's a product of the generation that fucked up a lot of them office buildings. Yeah. But he understood the purpose and he taught you how to fight better.
He's the product of the generation that said, yo, we could be just as big as the majors.
Yep.
Y'all don't want to give us a deal?
Yep.
Okay, we create our own deals.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And we gonna make our
look different,
and we gonna make our own liquor and our own clothes and our own movies and our own this and our own that. Like, we gonna control the board.
And we gonna grab a bunch of little Philly niggas because everybody in the
industry.
industry
And we gonna go to Philly and grab them boys because them boys is hot.
Bro, everybody in the industry was grabbing Philly niggas at one point. Remember that? Everybody was getting gripped. It was like, yo, it was an epidemic. It was like, if you got a label that's a hood label, you need a Philly Pitbull.
Y'all forgot? I ain't forget.
I remember that.
The son gonna tell a story. Trust me. I'm gonna make sure.
I know when I say that strikes up. I'm
gonna make sure they hear it every chance I get, man. Y'all don't forget about us.
But what I tell you, and shit, this been going on since you was 17.
No doubt.
I always told you, everybody opportunity ain't gonna last, and it ain't the right opportunity.
Yeah.
And you have overall had the situation that fit you the best out of a lot of people. I'm not gonna say everybody, but out of a lot of people that we saw get a look first or a hand up first.
Thank you, my bro.
Pull up first.
Thank you, my bro.
But I told you that.
What's meant for you is meant for you, man.
And this ain't no I told you so shit. This my brother.
Yes,
but I just want to reiterate that when we in there ordering chicken wings together every fucking night like it's nothing else to eat.
Yeah.
niggas is having these conversations and it's optimistic. It's not deep. It's optimistic. The women still showing up. The motherfucking money still popping up every once in a while. It's just certain times it's crazy, and we got to figure out the next move.
We got
now, you get to look at all that and be like,
it wasn't in vain.
that sword is so sharp.
It was
That
not in
sword
vain.
is so sharp.
That was God just put. I had to go through that.
What's a studio environment you can't produce in?
I had to go through them bumps and bruises. It was to bring me to now. Oh, I get it.
Fight for that.
I got it.
And in a lot of ways, I would do it again if I wanted to get back to a certain energy.
Because it could have broke the average man. It could have said, man, I ain't cut for this. This ain't, I can't do this. It's too many fall. I can't keep falling like this. While I heard Wallow say it the best, man, you scared to fail, man. People be scared to fail, man. How you gonna win if you ain't never, you don't know what it feel like to fail, man. That's what makes you wanna win even more.
You had one of the roughest months of your life, and then you did the Eve showcase.
Come on, man. Come on. Been
I
there.
watched you shut the stage down. We doing dance records and all type
Been
of
there.
shit. And then work the audience in a real way.
I was at a crossroad of my life, and I'm going to leave y'all with this. I was at a crossroad of my life when everything changed at one moment. I had just caught a case. You know what I mean? Just caught a case. I'm a young cat, too. You know what I mean? Just fresh off of 19. So it's like, oh, yeah, we treat you like an adult. Yeah, because the Eve show was my 21st birthday. I just hit 21. You know what I mean? So I'm still a dub when I catch the case. Young. And when luckily I get out because it's my first time catching that, and you know, ROR, and where do I go? As soon as I get out, the only person that's awake is Aziz. Shout out Almighty Aziz. I love you to death, big
Mozart.
bro. To his crib, to the studio. You know what I mean? And at that point was getting ready to have a son. Son was on the way coming, whether I liked it or not. He was coming. You know what I mean? You got the man up. So because he's on the way, and I had to make a decision, like, you know, you can either be 1 foot in and 1 foot out and messing with this shit and really one day take your chance away of making it and really take it all the way off the board, or you can be a man enough to say, look, I'm gonna get back to that maybe a little later. Let me focus on this music thing a little bit harder. And you know, that's what I tried to do. You know what I mean? And that's what I did do. You know, and it was still more roadblocks. That wasn't the only one. You know, me and Z's not fell out, but lost contact for each other. You know what I mean? With a minute, Sam was doing what he had to do. All them people, Mark Morel's and every abs, all my guys that I love, everybody had to go they separate ways. But you know, here we all are, still in the same industry, further, and
showing each other love,
known in the city for what we do. And every chance we get to bring it back to the table and break bread with each other, we do that.
We do that. I'm getting with Abs soon.
I did the whole midnight train at Abs. You know what I mean? I did my Fox 29 special at Abs.
He said that y'all signed on for him, the executive producer.
He's doing the next project.
I love that,
yes,
bro.
That was
you know
beautiful.
how fire that is?
I had to tell him
that's your pup.
And listen,
he done stepped it up.
You hear that?
That's heavy,
do you
bro.
Hear it? I hope you hear this.
No, bro. I love that, bro. Like, man, we remember when he got his first Pro Tools deck.
I told him that.
Like, we remember that. And for him to be somebody that established a successful business when his name and his energy is on a lot of dope-ass music already.
A lot of dope
He's
music in
also
Philly.
been able to bring it back to Sun and now be able to, like, stand over a project in a real way, and he deserved that. This ain't nepotism, but it feel like it, because that's ours.
And he got a plaque on the wall.
He got a plaque.
He did the whole core project. The plaque is on the wall in the studio. I introduced him to Lovely Lady. They working
like
together.
That. He's always been humble.
But I had to tell him, I had to say, bro, you know how many people out there would love to see that? You finish with who you start with.
Nigga.
You know, that's important, man. That's important.
And we talk about Full Circle a lot because we have a lot of different kind of experiences together. But that one a couple weeks ago when I saw that, that made me like perk up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I was like, all right, I know what this is.
I told him, I said, listen, bro, I want, you know, the last project was super dope, but you know, let's do it again. And I want you to know, like, bro, like it's no limit to what, you know, I'm willing to do to make sure you cool. Like, you know what I mean? Just to make sure you cool. Whatever you want. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
That's where the deal came into play at. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
like, come on, man.
Yeah.
This is what we've always was doing it for.
Talk about it.
Let's
man.
really do it. Like, you know what I mean? Same way with, you know, with Big Bro, man. Like, you know, what he's doing for Skyleto and for me and for Clemmy or for any of the thinkers. Like, bro, he's giving the opportunities for us to feed our families, bro. Like, you can't forget that. You can't forget people along the way who helped you, you know, come up in the game or step it up a notch. You can't forget that. You can't forget that. If it wasn't for this man, I would have never met the guy who produced my first track with Freeway. That things like that don't happen for a reason. You can't lose track of that. Stand for something or fall for anything. I got to stand for something, bro. It's not who we are, it's what we do, man. That's going, people is going to remember when we're gone. You know what I'm saying? Real rap.
And when you're in either one of our positions, and I'll definitely speak for me, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. When you see things happen for motherfuckers, man, you have to know that even if it seems like lightning struck, they probably deserve that lightning to strike. Yeah. Like two things could be true at once. Yeah. Sometimes something just happens out the blue and you step in some shit and get some luck.
A
right?
broke clock is right twice a day.
But I see a lot of people, the majority of the people that I see that are getting the opportunities that are exciting to them and their supporters are people that have put the work in. The people that are saying, yo, I met such and such and they showed me love or they knew what I was doing. Or they did this for me. No, they didn't do anything for you. They added something to you because you earned that. Yo. So be able to appreciate other people's moments. Because as much as he might say, no, Sammie did, or Sammie was, or Sammie said, I'm proud of that.
He just made me remember something.
I'm proud of that.
And I'm going to end my episode on this right here, man. I ain't going to say the name. Somebody pulled me, my coattail. You know what I mean? It says, son, man, I had to check something the other day. Woo, nothing too crazy. Somebody was just talking crazy. I had to just check. They said, yo, man, you know, I feel like, you know, he dope, but, you know, free help, you know, his buzz go up. Now, listen, I need to address this on Sippin' with Sammie. You're fucking right, he helped my buzz go up. But you got to remember, I worked my ass off to be able to get in front of the motherfucker to help me get my buzz up. You understand? That's like saying Scottie Pippen was nothing without Mike. We forget that Scottie made it to the NBA. What are we talking about? Don't be upset because somebody is putting in or further than you are. Don't sit there and moan and bitch and complain. Get off your ass and go get it, bro. Because anywhere I'm at right here in my life, I earned it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I could have did anything that would have altered me sitting in front or performing with that man the night we met. And none of that would have happened, bro. I could have been scared to take the chance. I could have been not ready to take the shot. But you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So yes, I'm strong enough and dope enough and man enough to say everybody needs somebody to open the door for them. That's where y'all got to confuse that. No man can rule the world alone. It's not possible. You understand? Everybody needs somebody to crack a door open. Just like Free had somebody that cracked the door open for him, Beans. And somebody cracked the door open for him, Most Wanted. And somebody cracked the door open for them. It's the domino effect. But you got to be you in that right moment. You got to be the one that gets you to that door. Nobody else. Nobody else.
And the quickest thing that's going to get you laughed at is being somebody else.
And
the quickest thing that's going to get you shut down is being somebody else. If it sounds familiar, it ain't worth nothing. It ain't worth nothing. Nobody with the time got the energy for something that's just recreated.
The powers of my hair. Come on, man. Don't run my race, run yours, man. That's another episode of Sippin' with Sammie, man.
I ain't ending yet, but you spinning you out.
I'm here whenever you need me, baby.
Nah,
I just love that. That was just, you know me. I'm
you
shock,
killed that.
I'm shock factor. You know what I mean? That was just a beautiful way to just ride off into my sunset.
But we got the Son of the 215, and we got all of the Philly chips on the table. I don't know if y'all recognize.
R.I.P.
And they are open, but they are not contaminated. We figured since we had the Son of the 215 coming through, that we would go through a little taste test of all the Philly flavors.
See what I was about to do.
You know what I'm saying? But let K introduce it. Hold
right,
up.
come
Let
on.
him do it for the people,
Look,
not
he
for
like
you.
this
Look, this nigga wants snacks. I got him
Same
drinking.
ball.
I got him sipping. He trying to snack.
All right. So for those of you who are not familiar,
This boy's crazy,
Hers, a local
You
potato
killing
chip
it.
brand,
Come on.
releases Philly-specific flavors each and every year.
Oh, yeah.
So this year the flavors came out, and they include potato pierogi,
Come on.
special stromboli,
Boom.
and cheese ravioli.
Bam, boom.
What do you think about the flavors they picked this year?
I ain't really mad at this.
Pierogi? That's the first one you
I
grabbed.
ain't really mad at
That's
this.
the first one I'm excited about too.
And then it's stromboli.
I love strombolis. I ain't mad
Yeah, I'm a
about them
stromboli
either.
boy. And then it's the ravioli
First, I gotta
marinara.
take a smell test.
All right, we're going to start with the pierogi.
Can I go? Can I go?
Yeah, go ahead. You go, then I'm going to go, then we're going to swing it to K.
I'm selling the Philadelphia experience here, man.
Let's see what we doing.
Hers. Listen, it's the sun, man. Come on now. Cut this check.
Tap in.
Y'all need the sponsor.
And he grabbed 3 chips. He want to make sure he get the whole experience. I like it. He going to chew on the mic on purpose. This is horrible TV, but it's the sun.
I would like to say hers, that's not bad at all. In fact, it's an exhilarating taste, full of flavor, packed with season. It's quite elegant, and you know, I think y'all need a spokesperson that really can push this and get this thing off the ground for y'all. So I am Son of 215, or you can contact Nate Rodriguez PR. Get with us. Hit the email, the Gmail.
But does it give you pierogi?
I love it.
It tastes like a pierogi to me.
It tastes
And
like
K is the pierogi queen pin.
Pierogies are one of my favorite things.
it tastes like hers, the best chips in the world, Sammy. That's
And I'll be honest, I think that it tastes like sour cream with some like caramelized
another one.
onions on a potato chip,
I think-
which is exactly
yeah.
what a pierogi potato chip should taste like.
No, I think they knocked that one out the park. I think they did good with that.
it's classic hers potato chips. That's what it is.
And you know what's crazy? I'm a piehead, so
One of the best
new
Philly
snacks
brands.
is the thing.
What's this? Okay.
That's the cheese ravioli and marinara.
Cheese ravioli and marinara.
But he just ate another pierogi, so I don't know if he cleared his palate or not. You might want to swig the beer first.
No.
This nigga's a
I'm trying to
snackologist.
sell this brand, right?
You know, he grew up a 2 houses from a corner store.
I be 3 times a day. We hit that corner store. That is exhilarating hers. And you know what?
This nigga shared an alleyway with the corner store.
Let me pass it to my man, SippinWitSammie Sam. That is beautiful right there. You know, I love that flavor.
Cheese ravioli
Yeah.
and marinara flavor.
That's great, hers.
Make hers yours.
One of the best Philly brands, you know, out here. You know, and that's coming from the sun.
I will say, hers
We should do
definitely
something.
has the best cheese curls.
Yeah, don't they?
Out of any brand.
Not ended. The sour cream, the hot chips. You guys are dope. You guys
Now,
are great.
The ravioli, I get it, right? But them motherfucking pierogies
What's last? What's that?
might be a little better.
What's that?
I might like the pierogies a little better. Hold on, let Kay give her feedback, and then we gonna get
Okay.
into the stromboli.
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
The
about
ravioli is
it.
weird for me.
I'm
It's
excited
a
about
little
the
like
stromboli.
it feels like it needs more flavor.
Yeah, it feels like I'm eating a veggie chip.
See,
You know
I
what
wouldn't
I
know what
mean?
that's like because I'm not into that shit at all.
But that's kind of what it tastes like to me. Is I'm eating like a veggie chip.
Don't give me nothing. Don't
But
give me.
I know they're trying to mimic the marinara, but it's too veggie, not enough like
Ramones.
marinara.
I don't want nothing healthy that's supposed to be fat.
I like how they got the Philly skyline on the bag.
Yeah, they did that.
That's
on all
hard.
of them, yeah.
That's hard. That's super dope.
Taste testing chips on the show. This is a first.
Yo,
Stromboli.
yo,
We on a hot stromboli.
That's the one.
that's the
My mind
one.
knows stromboli.
Come on, you know I ain't lying. Look at him. He double dipping. He double dipping. He know I ain't lying. Yo. Yo. That's the one. Oh my stars.
I like it. I think it should be hotter if it says hot, but I like it.
I feel like it's right there. With a nice
It's definitely
beverage.
stromboli. That's definitely Stromboli.
I ain't expected to be that good.
That's Stromboli that's Stromboli.
It tastes like banana peppers. It tastes like cheese.
I do taste the peppers.
It tastes like marinara.
Yeah, I could taste
This
the marinara.
is Stromboli to
That's
me.
Stromboli to the mother.
Yo, that's the one, ain't it? Ain't
This is
it?
definitely the one.
That's the one.
I took a little more
I'm
serious
getting
than
a
I
bag.
I mean,
of those.
listen, ain't no limit. Once we all taste them, dig in. Just try not to chew in the microphone. We good.
Oh my god, these right here.
But we wanted to you know, since we are a Philly podcast, we had to tap into the chips. We had all the flavors last year, but we weren't doing a live stream, so we weren't able to give y'all a review.
Go ahead, take these.
But hers ain't
Get
fucking
with me,
around,
hers.
man. Hers ain't fucking around.
Yeah,
get
those
y'all,
are good.
Get y'all a son of a chip.
I would say
need
Stromboli.
a
That's what you
son of
gotta
the-
call
we
it,
need
son
a-
of a chip.
Or the uptown flavor. The what would the uptown flavor be?
Jamaican D's?
We should do the, they should do the hers
Paganos?
like the every hood flavor, like the North Philly bag, the West Philly Joe, every flavor,
What
West
would I
Philly
do?
water
Yeah.
ice.
Can we tag hers in that? That's the one right there. We need sign of the 215 on one of those, on the front of one of those bags.
They'll be flying off the stands. You hear me?
That
Hers?
is Boss Lady, Nay Rodriguez, by the way. Shit.
These joints is, you know,
My bad, sweetie. No disrespect. But while Son is chipping, introduce the next category, please.
All right. So while we're talking about Philly specific stuff, there is a current crackdown on traffic violations. So as part of Mayor Parker's new initiative, and this just launched today, there is going to be more police enforcement in 2 specific areas of the city, specifically looking for traffic violations. And
K-Can.
so those areas of the city include Aramingo Avenue as well as Woodland Avenue. So there's going to be increased police patrol. They are going to be pulling you over for things like speeding or running red lights or I don't even know what else.
Probably
Hopefully-
tinted windows, which is part of her initiative also.
Well, you can only ticket tinted windows when they're parked currently. You can't.
Which is crazy because I park my car a lot. But anyway.
It's not something that you could pull somebody over for just yet.
Okay.
But for moving violations, they will start enforcing them. And for those of you who are listening who might not be as familiar with driving in Philadelphia, you can really, if you're white, let me put it this way, you can pull a U-turn in front of a cop in the middle of an intersection and you're not going to get pulled over for a traffic violation.
wow.
It's really like that here. So for them to be taking these sort of initiatives is a huge culture change for a lot of the police, I'm sure. And I'm very curious to see how it plays out in terms of actual enforcement and what this ends up looking like.
And you know what, man?
You gotta know the percentage of tint that's on your window because if you know the percent of the tint, if they ticket you, you could beat that ticket because I beat it.
That's a hassle. That's a day off of work. That's possibly paying, depending on how many infractions I have, an attorney down at the courthouse to represent me. That's a lot for something that I know I legally have. All of the tint in my car is legal, but a lot of times these statutes and initiatives are put in for even positive reasons and wind up weapons of profiling.
She make me.
And what scares me is that I am highly profilable. I look young. I have long hair. I got a bunch of tattoos. I drive a truck with tinted windows. Now, I don't harm nobody, but I might got reefers on me. I smoke. And, you know, as much as the policies have changed on weed, they start compiling stuff, and you wind up in a situation where it's like, I was just running to the fucking store. You know what I mean? And it's like, now this is a hassle. Now this is something that I need to take off work for. Hopefully I'm in a position to be able to do that discreetly without much interaction about why I gotta take off work, because depending on where you work at, this is a problem.
It's a problem. True.
This is a problem. Like,
She I mean, I don't want to say irritates me, but yeah,
she doing a lot.
irritating me that
She doing a lot.
You come from the town.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this is, you know what I mean, what you got going on, man. Come on, man. We didn't get you in here for you to be acting foolish. Like, that ain't what we need to be worried about right now. It's other issues on the
Way
board.
bigger fish.
I also...
The areas you're attacking immediately.
Yeah, like, come on.
Well, and to me, the selection areas don't really make as much sense as you would think. Like,
yeah.
I know that Aramingo Avenue, further towards like the big box stores and stuff, like sure there's racing that happens there on occasion, but it's not nearly as bad as Delaware Avenue
or the Boulevard,
or the Boulevard.
Oh my God, the Boulevard is treacherous.
Yeah, near the airport. Yeah.
All them bodies that have dropped on the bully.
So it's like, of all places, these are places that are actually heavily trafficked by the residents in the immediate area.
Facts.
And most of the residents in the immediate area of both of these places are not white.
And shout out to Maul. I was explaining this. I was on the phone. You know Maul. I was on the phone with Maul earlier just talking about something random. And I had mentioned this because I was driving down the street and I was like, damn, they about to start wilding out here. And I explained it to him and he was like, that's only going to affect the residents and the neighbors, not the people that's passing through that's doing the most shit. Yeah. And he knew that on limited information, just based on the fact that we've seen this before.
Yeah.
It's not about the neighborhood all the time. It's about the practice.
Yeah.
We've seen this before. This action is something that has worked well politically, has not worked locally.
Right. Exactly.
And I think a lot of things are like that. They sound great on paper, but when you in a neighborhood and you somebody that was just running your race and your people just like, what you was doing? And you like, no, they acting different now. I don't know what's going on.
And
I got caught up in some bullshit. I was just like shaking my man hand by the corner store. Now all of a sudden that's a charge.
This is a pattern that we've seen from Mayor Parker as well, of doing things that are policies that we've deliberately taken out of place in our city due to things like stop and frisk and the side effects that we've seen of that policy.
These are different labels of reiterating.
So for her to be focusing on these very visible but also potentially very controversial things is interesting, and I wonder, now this is going to be a little controversial, but I wonder if she was not a black woman, would we allow these same types of policies to be coming from her? I should have had the K-Cam on for that part. My bad.
No, it's cool, but what I do know and what I've already thought about is, I'll take y'all back to a very simple thing, right? When I went to Roman Catholic High School, I had braids. I've had hair for a long time, right? They didn't want black kids in the school to have braids. And I say black kids because the white kids was literally able to do whatever they wanted with their hair. We had white boys that was born with black or brown hair with blonde hair. We had white boys with blue hair. We had white boys with gold hair, purple hair, pink hair. We had all of that running around the hallways. But me having an afro or braids was a problem. And mind you, for the record, I was the last guy in that school to wear cornrows because I fought it to the end and I snuck around a lot. I got away with it for a while. But the first thing they did when they walked me in that office was pointed to an article on the wall of John Chaney saying that he doesn't allow his basketball players to have hair. And that was their way of solidifying the fact that what they were doing was not prejudice based, because I can point to another black individual that has something not the same as my stance, but similar enough for me to make it my grounds. And this is the damage and the position we wind up in when we have certain people, Condoleezas, Candaces, Ambers, and all these motherfuckers running around acting like they are speaking for us or for a large percentage of us, when at the same time, you just got a lifetime bag to say something that's against what you've said your whole entire life. And you think I don't see the curtain coming down? Like, these things are very dangerous because all they need is one of us. Remember who they had the running back ball was running last time around? What's his name down Georgia? And this motherfucker was saying the craziest shit, and they put him up there knowing he couldn't speak, wasn't intelligent or anything, because he looks like you and he's saying what we're saying. So that absolves the racist part of what we're saying. It makes it a real issue. And I want y'all to be careful about that, because I went through this at 15 years old and I knew it when I seen it then.
Oh yeah, shit.
This isn't something I figured out after that situation. It's what I fought on when I say I was the last one in that fucking school full of alumni that paid big money for their sports programs and so forth and so on. I was the last one. You ask anybody that's in there with me, with my braids and my afro. I went hard for us.
It's crazy.
And it wasn't it wasn't one of those things where you like, well, you just wanted that. No, I literally felt like there was a bigger thing happening and this was weird.
He said he went through that. 15.
Give it a microphone.
It's crazy. I went through that at a 9, 11. You know what I mean?
He may be just a little browner than, just a little bit, tad bit little browner than Kay. But he went through it at Roman Catholic. But it's so important that when you get in position and places of status, that if you see things that are wrong within the culture, address the culture. Because once you start to go against the culture, then what do? You make things justifiable.
Yep.
And there's so much that black and brown people have to go through already on a regular basis. We don't need other black and brown people speaking against it. We don't need to highlight what's going on in the community. What we need to do is we need to just go and do something about it.
We need to highlight it with a certain purpose. We can't highlight it thinking that that's the thing. That's not the thing. What we need to highlight is the people day in and day out that are doing the thing. The same thing I was praising Son for, the same thing that Kay participates in, the same thing that I try to be a part of, which is when somebody that we know is doing the work that they're not necessarily getting the spotlight for, even if they are, we show up and we make sure that we acknowledge the fact that we respect what they're doing, and if they want us to walk with them, we walk with them. If they want us to shake hands, we shake hands. They want us to hop on stage, we hop on stage. Whether that's at a hosting capacity, performance capacity, hype man capacity, we show up and we do the thing that makes sure that what they're doing is at least validated as much as we can do for the situation. And we bring cases of water, and we print t-shirts and all of that shit. You know what I mean? Depending on situations, timing, and what's required, we've done all of that. We've dropped off sneakers. We've talked to these kids. We've showed them what buildings to go into.
Come on.
You see what I'm saying? But so we need to draw attention and make noise about those things. We need to talk about the treehouse. We need to talk about, you know what I mean, those kind of things. But we don't need to be just saying, well, these are the problems. Let's talk about the people that's helping solve or put a dent in or put a band-aid over some of these problems that could use more funding, more popularity, more visibility, and actually probably more children. A lot of these places have resources and they don't even have enough kids with an awareness that's, you know, to go. Or they don't have a school district that's willing to add them to the fold without putting them through a lot of nonsense that they may not necessarily be able to level up to within the levity or the impact that their program can actually have overall.
Because most programs have implemented, and here's the thing: we can talk about the problem, but don't talk about it if you don't have a solution.
Okay.
And then sometimes the people talking about the problem is really and truly a part of the problem. And it goes back to what you said earlier today. See, I like to be in the background. This right here, with me holding this mic, this is something that I don't.
Yeah, you holding it like it's gonna bite you.
It's because it's okay to be in the background.
Yeah.
I don't have to be in the front.
But you're saying good stuff, so we gotta get you a little light, because
Sammy,
you in it with us.
Because it's just like, you know, I can be the person in the background holding the towel. I'm there. What's wrong with that?
Remember what I said earlier?
This is his moment. This is your moment. This is Kay's moment. What's wrong with that? Absolutely nothing.
I've always bought a plus one.
It's a blessing to be a part of that. It's a blessing to be a part of that. And guess what, Sammy? When you win, I win.
Absolutely.
Come on.
Regardless of however long I've known you, the fact that you're winning, I'm winning.
But every time we talk business and the future and the possibilities and the more things we can do together.
Boom, boom, boom.
We've always spoke life into each other's situations.
Absolutely.
Boom, boom, boom.
You can win 15 awards, he can win 30K, can rack up a 1,000. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to be right there. Yes, go ahead. Do your thing. I'm going to be encouraging that, and I'm going to put it on blast.
Kay got a hit on deck, by the way.
Not because I want something from Sammy or I want something
Kay always
from
got a
Sam,
little
or I want
something in the
from
stash
Kay.
for me.
I'm doing it because that's what needs to be done. We need to celebrate each other. What's wrong with that? I lose nothing by saying, hey, yo, listen, Sammy's doing his thing. Go see Sammy.
We got to stop saying that we don't lose anything. We got to start saying what we gain from it.
Thank you. We're gaining.
Because not losing anything is becoming redundant. I gained a lot from supporting other people. You know what you gain? I gained clearness of mind to be like, you know what? I didn't put an emotion over somebody else's moment. Which is a lot of times where y'all won't put somebody in your story because y'all mad about something temporary. You won't share something that some nigga got something monumental and light break. You won't even put it in your story. Like I don't, you know what I mean?
You know what gets me? It's the I seen you was doing this, that, third, and you be like, how you see that? I seen it on your gram.
You ain't
I
like
ain't
comment.
see you.
I ain't know you was there.
You gonna come up to me and tell me you ain't?
But
like,
you know how I flip it on them, and I say this
that's
often.
crazy.
What I say is I appreciate that because all I see is numbers.
I appreciate
All I see
it.
is numbers. I don't know who I'm talking to. I'm glad somebody came to me and told me what they appreciate.
But what I do be looking for,
but it's rough.
Is the
because
people.
these be my folk. Like at least give me a comment, homie.
Ding.
A comment is like you don't want nobody to think you dicky. And like what's wrong?
Let me really get it right. Not that. Now I ain't talking about I'm walking down the street and I see a fan and they say, oh, you know, and I'm like, dang, you ain't like my picture. You know, if it's somebody that's folks, I expect it. You know what I mean? I expect that from you. Because I'm going, at least me, I'm going to get that same energy, man.
But you see how I flipped it?
It's like my dog posts a picture of his daughter. He just had a baby or something. I'm going to just say, yay, man, I seen you had the baby. I ain't going to click that. Click.
That's crazy.
I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. I'm clicking it before I even know what it is.
Dig how smooth what I just did was, though. I told him literally, damn, I don't even know who in them numbers. So you know what that means? You're now a number.
Mm-hmm.
You're now a number. You didn't identify yourself. You didn't stand out from the crowd. I'm telling you, I appreciate you for being a number.
Yes.
I could have appreciated more, but I'm cool with that.
Yes.
As long as you good with what comes with that. Because when them passes is flying around, and I got some DMs from some folks, and shout out to Dice Raw, because something coming up real soon with Dice now.
Don't be hitting my line.
Trust and believe me, niggas want names.
Don't be hitting my line.
I ain't
Clyde.
plus 15 in none of y'all.
Yes.
Plus
This is
24.
intentional. When somebody want names, it matters who's in that room.
Don't be hitting my line.
Don't play with me like that. So it is what it is. Like, no, and it's not. It's and this is, and you know, I love when other people talk heavy, but this is the lighter side of things. I made a promise to somebody that we both know a couple years ago, and I said, "Yo, we gonna be on stage or backstage at everything we want to be at within 12 months." And the motherfucker went public and announced within 6 months that I fulfilled that.
Yes, sir.
It's a mentality, it's an energy, it's a focus, it's an understanding of where your position is and what you can leverage and how to do it respectfully.
Or how about this, man? I got even one better for y'all. 20th anniversary. Philadelphia Freeway and Friends at the Fillmore. I guess I would count. What you say? Maybe 3,000. What you think?
I think it was.
What you think? I'm gonna ask a professional. K, what you think? What you think? How many was in that building?
It's between 3 and 5 in the Fillmore, so it's probably around 4.5.
I see. You think you say 4.5 was there that night?
The Fillmore's not actually at that capacity.
What you think it was, K?
Fillmore capacity is actually only 1,000.
1,000. So all right.
So the Fillmore.
But it was sold out.
It was sold out. So
No.
So we gonna say 1,000.
Okay, I'm tripping. My bad. Fillmore. All right.
Yeah. It was the Fillmore, right?
Yeah, it's Fillmore.
So
I'm thinking it's another.
I'm gonna say a stack, 1,000 peoples, right? I'm sure. I know a lot of people in there knew me. Rappers, I seen them. Hey, speak to me, all that. What's up, bro? Oh man, proud of you. Blah 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 blah. When I go home, get back, new fans were posting me. People that I don't know. Yo, this kid was dope. He was fire. He was. But when I'm looking for the people through the people that I do know, you know who I seen? AK Sipping with Sammy got my footage for me.
Thanks.
I sent Clemmy footage too.
You feel me? And some
I
good
was on
footage,
y'all.
by the way.
And we was in the VIP, so we was big.
And and not only for let's
we ain't even go backstage or nothing. We was invited.
Let's be clear.
Fell back.
Not only am I'm performing in full of 1,000 people, I'm smoking this joint.
Facts.
You when you hear K say facts, she mean that. I'm smoking this joint. Like the people in the crowd, like, oh, I'm like, damn, I took it back to when phones ain't exist no more. People was actually dancing out that motherfucker like this nigga, it's killing it.
No, that was a night.
So you mean to tell me it's people in the audience that I know that were just like this? Like this, Sam, look. That's wicked.
We gotta teach niggas how to support.
What's wrong with you?
Because that clip means so much to a motherfucker.
And even if it ain't, you
have no idea.
You don't feel me? You
have no idea. You could think that he's so far above or what he's doing is so next level. Every single person that is reacting in that way enough to where they pulled their phone out and wanted to make sure they captured that moment means a lot when you ain't spend $1 with that nigga directly.
And listen, support costs you nothing.
Nothing. But we give you multiple ways to support. Niggas got merch.
I'm not talking about the new fans I made. I'm there to make the new fans. I'm talking about the people that know you that's sitting there like this.
But Freeway did a whole big thing with the community. There's no way in the world that you're going to be at a free event and you can't even, and I'm just saying free meaning free, but you can't buy a shirt. It's not going to hurt you to do that.
Speaking of, I made that artwork.
Oh, I'm sorry. And then you have situations when
Hold up, you heard what she said?
I made the artwork that you're wearing.
Wait, you made this?
Yeah.
Niggas don't even be knowing.
I know. I said it in the beginning. Did I not say this, Kay? Did I not say she behind a lot of stuff that y'all don't even be knowing?
Can I say something?
There's some shit I can't say.
And now the person is wearing something that you made in your establishment. That's crazy.
Listen, but it wasn't even about
That's
the
crazy.
name. It was about the design.
Yeah.
Stop playing. I'm sorry, y'all.
No, you good.
Don't do this.
You good.
See what I'm saying?
See, she running around with the sun now. She ain't never been to these heights, so that should make you excited.
Tell
you
her
see
it's
that?
different over here.
It's different over here. It's different.
Okay to be on camera, but I like to fall back because you know how you want managers here. They want to be the superstar. They want to be the celebrity. I want to be here because the highlight is him.
So let me be fair.
Yes, sir.
It's my fault. Because what happens is when you bring artists and personalities and business people around me, we gonna talk about some dope shit.
Can I shout?
And if you're somebody that's on the dope side that has an understanding of these things, it's like saying hallelujah. Like at some point, you got to jump out your seat and say, praise him, I got a testimony.
You got to catch the
testimony.
hip-hop spirit.
And then you tell your story because we live streaming. This isn't as strict as necessarily me doing a real pod with him, right?
Yeah.
So it's like we still have the freedom and the flexibility to where you're a beautiful woman. You dress decent. You don't look like you just got off of the ship. You all right? But at the same time, like, that's my fault because I'm going to talk about some shit that you're not used to hearing people talk to artists about unless they them guys.
I need to rewind it back a moment.
But I managed him 20 years ago.
And I need to put some light back on my sis. We ain't going to miss it. I ain't miss it, K. Trust me. I'm running it back. Did you not hear that? So my homie Native PR just was talking about when you at somebody event, stop being tight and go ahead and cop some merch. Help these people feed their families or do whatever they need to do or whatever they trying to do. It
Cover
don't
expenses.
hurt. And then Kay says, oh, I did that artwork. And then Sam had to insinuate it just in case Nay missed it. So what on there is that you have Nay sitting here with a Free Fest shirt on next to K, who designed the logo for the Free Fest, did not know they were going to be probably kicking it with each other today until like an hour or two ago. Mm-hmm. You see that, how that works? Mm-hmm. You see that? That's hard to me. That's dope as shit to me.
I get that a lot, and that's why I love
that's
being
dope as shit to me.
Shit.
Cause that right there would have made me feel like as K, and she need to feel like, all right, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing out here. That's God telling me, keep on keeping on.
Yeah,
I got you. Go ahead, hustle a little longer. You know what I mean? Go ahead, keep on keeping on.
Shout out Hank. We had somebody on here a couple weeks ago with Wash, and her name is slipping my mind, but the young lady was talking about what she's doing for the children, her organization, and all of the things, after school specials and so on. And Hank was on board. He was on here co-hosting, as a guest actually, but he's a host, so I always like to acknowledge that he's co-hosting at that point a little bit. But he had on his platform a couple weeks after that. You know what I mean? Got it right out the way. Visited the facilities and all of that. Yeah. And like, man, when that happens in real time, when you see people make that or possibly make a hit record later after you introduce them, or possibly introduce somebody to, like watching Lovely Lay's pictures from the Free Fest. And seeing her taking pictures with certain people, and I'm like, son introduced her, because she's 23 years old. Yeah. She doesn't even know who all of these people are to readily identify them. She might know the legacy, but to see them in person humbly, without all of the entourages and stuff, it's sometimes hard to recognize because Philly doesn't move like a lot of other places. Mm-hmm. You can't really go around us with bravado. We gotta meet on a unified ground. It's Game of Thrones.
And two things. Speaking on Lovely Lay, and I'm happy she got to be there and see that. And I'm trying.
I saw her with
I wanted her to get to know too that it's like, You know, it's all good and dandy to make some money. You know what I'm saying with this shit. But you got to learn early on in the game. The money gonna come. Don't chase the money. Chase the dream.
Facts.
Because if you never did this, if Sammie never introduces you to me, and we don't do 2 records together, not even 2, 1 record together, I don't tell you to pull up on me. I'm about to perform your record the night I'm kicking it with Core and doing the show with him. And I don't tell him like, yo, this is my homie right here. Me and you got to do a record. Why don't she produce it? And then you like, you know what I'm saying? All that happens off of nobody making no money. Just all of you being in the right place at the right time. Sometimes it's got to be about, you know, just pulling up. The money gonna come. The money ain't going nowhere, man.
That same situation lends itself to 1,000 different situations that all of us in this room can account to that went the same or very similar ways, and about 250 that us share together that we could be like, I remember you did that for such and such, you did that for such and such. It doesn't take much, man, and he benefited from that.
Yeah.
We got an Uptown classic out of that.
No doubt.
No?
No doubt.
No?
Fucking doubt.
At the perfect time.
At the perfect time. I had to happen. It was destiny.
Bro, and what studio was that recorded in?
Sound Genius.
Okay.
It wasn't gonna be nowhere else.
Shout out to every ad.
My brother.
That's as
My
uptown
pop.
as it get.
Really my little bro.
That's as uptown as it get. The only thing that went uptown was the producer.
Yeah, that's it.
And we get the energy from where we get it
Yeah,
from.
that's all. We don't use beats for help. We help the beats. You feel me? But one thing I gotta plug in here. My part 2 of this. I'm gonna pull off an even more layer to this shit.
I'm listening.
If you remember, and Sam can stamp this, when I was talking to you earlier and I was telling you, I was bringing my PR with me. Who did I said I really wanted her to build with?
Okay.
Who did I say I really wanted her to build with?
Okay.
And you are wearing a shirt she designed. So if that don't tell you that this is somebody you need to know and do some business with, I don't know what else to tell you, man.
That's ironic.
Come on. What is it, K?
That's ironic.
I'm trying to keep Samurai. I'm just son of 2 and 5. I'm trying to keep it back. But sometimes shit I just say just be like, goddamn, what am I, a fucking gypsy? I didn't know you was gonna wear that shirt, and I didn't know she designed it. I know I don't need to know that because she's done plenty of things for Freedom Thinkers.
I'll keep it G.
So
I knew she was on board. I didn't know
she did plenty of things for Freedom Thinkers, though.
To be honest,
you know what I mean.
That was one of those like, I got a call Friday morning in a pinch.
She's done plenty of things for FTA.
Made sure some things happened, type of thing.
I just told y'all about the first footage I ever got with Free. That was Font Philly.
Well, one thing that I don't even know if Son know this, but he might do. Kay never picked up a camera till she put it on me.
Listen, man.
So now we got a 3-camera podcast set up. We live streaming concerts and concert series, and we've been doing that since they was trying to figure out how to do verses
and
at a
that's
high level. And also doing it on a production level for street festivals.
Yeah,
and stuff
that's what
like
I was
that,
about to say.
Amongst the elements outdoors.
That's shooting.
K feet broke
picking
for
up
2 weeks after the motherfucker.
Picking up the camera is dope. You know what I mean? But it's about what you do once that footage is recorded. Now
YouTube
what you
University.
do? You feel me? Like, come on, man. That's
It's
heavy.
a lot to be done.
That's heavy.
And meanwhile, she's still doing LLCs.
Yeah, and I was just telling you. I said,
that.
listen, this is a dope. This is a
everything that we do.
no
You know,
doubt, no
it's
doubt,
a lot, you
no
know?
doubt.
Some people get frustrated. Oh, is it ready yet? No, because let me understand this, right? Son is a brand. I'm a brand as well. So anything that I put out when I'm representing him it's also a reflection of what I am too. It's a reflection of my brand. So when I put it out there, it gotta be on point because if it's not, there's other people watching and they gonna be like, well, who's this baddie fruity person doing this? Like she didn't take care. Like you can't do sloppy work. You can't.
I know
You can't sell us bullshit. We know the prices.
I know a lot of people that represent people that go on their Facebook specifically and do things that do not represent themselves or the people that they represent well because they want attention or they feel like they are not on the main platform where they do business, but they don't realize, like, it's like if you put a picture up of yourself today, 150, 200 people might see you on a good day. When you post it on your Facebook, 5,000 people had a potential to see that before the sun goes down.
Oh man, still the number
Depending on
still
your
the
Facebook.
number one platform in the world.
Right? So
Number one.
when you do, even when it comes down to parents
Number one.
and forcing their kids to do things for their platform, my kid is fighting me hand over foot before they go to school not to take this picture, but I have to take this picture because everybody else is taking this picture.
Yes.
And now I'm gonna put it out on the biggest platform. So it's not even the same as when your mom wanted the first day of school picture because that was on a mantle.
Yes.
People that was trusted saw that picture. Now you're showing the world something that I'm not even comfortable with. Same way that you'll go on there and tell my business. I remember when I whispered in my mom's ear and she repeated it out loud. I used to be devastated. Like, what? Now you telling more people than could fit in our living room.
Yes.
Some shit that I did today that I don't want them to bring up when I'm going to karate practice.
Yes.
Like, I don't, you know what I mean? I'm trying to simplify, but don't exploit your kids and stop putting filters on these babies. They don't need it, you do.
All right, we're going all the way left.
Yeah,
let me do my job.
I be ranting, it's alive.
Let me do my job. Shout out to Echo O. He is tuning in on Twitch. He said, hi, what's happening? And then it was like 15 minutes later before we acknowledged his comment.
What's up, my broski? Sorry about
Echo
that.
O.
We's caught in the
We just
moment.
get into the business. We drinking.
Sam likes to rant sometimes. That's
Ruger
part
rant.
of his thing.
Ruger rants.
Yeah, I like
But we
that.
are here, we are live, and we do respond to our comments.
What's up, y'all?
Eventually.
Thank y'all for
shout out
tapping
to
in.
Twitch, shout out to TikTok, shout out to YouTube.
Shout out to Kay for making all these lives on however she doing it back there.
Bro.
She doing it. She making it happen.
Every week we add something
Said,
else.
let me do my job.
All right, and speaking of doing my job, let's get into this next topic because this is an interesting one, especially considering we have a hip-hop artist with us.
Come on now.
Why don't you go ahead, Sam?
Hold on, let me see if I can find it. But the argument that has been presented is motherfuckers want adult contemporary rap to become a genre.
Adult contemporary rap.
Adult
I think I
contemporary
seen something
rap.
about this.
Do you
about
understand?
The guy, I forget his name. He was ranting about how, like, you know, maybe Nas shouldn't be on the same, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, am I right?
Yeah, he said in light of
K know who know hip hop
with
for
the
real,
Common
for real.
with the Common and and Pete
I'm
Rock
not gonna
album.
lie. I'm not gonna lie. As a guy that's, you know, and I ain't gotta show my age. I'm telling my age here. As a guy that's in his late 30s, you know what I mean, and still pushing the pen. I feel like I don't make music for the younger cats, and I'm not saying that to say, you know, to be disrespectful or none of that. I hope they can find something in my music and some type of message. I make music for my market. You know, understand?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You got to know your market. This is a business at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Philly Bonics is, you know, it's, even though it's a dope song and a dope, you know, catchy beats and stuff like that, you know, and I've seen kids dance to it and get busy to it. I know that the people of my age and maybe 10 years younger or 15 years younger know them beats. So I'm making music for them. You feel me? So I feel like he wasn't too far off. Like some, you know, he was broke. I forget how he broke it down. He was saying like Jay-Z or Nas shouldn't be on the same charts as he pulled one of them names out the hat. So one of these young guys I don't know, which I guess he was right because I don't know who he was talking about. And it's like, why can't he was saying like, why can't Styles P put a new record out right now, or this person put a new record out because they feel like they don't want to have to compete with the young people, and that's real. And that's real. You know, we always was taught to feel like hip hop was a young man's game, but I feel like the guards is changing now. When you got people winning Grammys and all this different stuff, people, you know, getting busy, the Conways and the Griseldas of the world, and the, you know, all these. You gotta understand,
Killer Mikes.
Yeah, the Killer Mikes and getting Grammys. You gotta understand, underground hip hop is now a genre. Underground hip hop used to just be underground hip hop, but now underground hip hop is a genre.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's artists that, you know, are mainstream, but their music is underground hip hop. It stays true to the original origins and lyrical message and pattern of hip hop. So.
All right, now there's a flip side to that because I agree with all of that. That's fine.
You know.
Now there's two sides, right? There's two things. One thing is that the way that hip hop is treated in genres isn't the way that other genres are treated. We have been told that hip hop is the biggest genre out right now, and we still don't get contracts that measure up to anybody's rock contracts at all. So a lot of the times when we try to subgenre, we water down our own field and we take away our power and we build barriers against each other. Now, what you said about the aim and the demographic of the art is a real thing. That's nothing wrong with what you said. I agree with that 100%. But there's a flip side to that coin. There's a 17-year-old that makes that music. So once you make it adult contemporary, what we're doing is we're adhering to the people that's saying that hip hop is dead because they're still listening to the radio when we have streaming services. I commented on a post last week where somebody was like, where's the real hip hop? Somebody point me in the right direction. I said, well, it's on streaming platforms, but you could start with Del P. Right? And I feel very comfortable saying start with Del P. But I also know the Blues Brothers, who give you a little street, grimy Wu-Tang era vibe, and it's authentic, and they from Philly. You know what I mean? Uptown niggas.
Yeah, I'm starting with Son of the 215.
I'll go with Son of the 215. No, I don't want to.
This is just my PR. Is something she teaching me.
No, you good.
You know what I mean?
Because I was going to get there, but I didn't want to start there.
No doubt.
Just because we.
But I want to tap into what you're saying.
Yeah,
go ahead.
But we're exploiting you as a. But see,
finish.
The reason that I don't start with you necessarily is when you look at Del P's progression, you look at Blues Brothers' progression. You're the baby in the situation that still gets down with the shit they get down with in the way that they get down with it, bro. You're the one that benefits from the motherfuckers that recognize that you give it up like they respect it.
Now, Del's a little bit older than me, just a smidgen.
Just a little bit.
But I was giving it up for a long time.
No, and I'm not saying it. You know that's not what
Yeah, no doubt. We just got to, it's cameras.
No.
We got to make sure we push it right. We got to, you know, man.
I respect that.
I've been giving up for a long time.
But there's a like Jay-Z says, the kid reading the cereal box and he want my spot.
Yeah.
That means he giving it up the way that he giving it up.
Yeah.
So
no doubt.
Sometimes, even if there is a space for the subgenre, we got to be careful how we word it too.
No doubt. Now, but listen to this though. I hear where you coming from, right? But remember this. You said that I'm thinking about where the points that I wanted to make. Yeah. You said
my bad. I
hip hop. No. You good? I had it. I'm a rapper. I can remember it. I'm good. You said hip hop doesn't get the contracts that rock get. Correct.
Right. That's a fact.
And then you maybe can argue that as we say hip hop is the biggest genre, but they don't get the contracts rock.
We're not respected in the same way.
Here we go.
Yeah.
And then you're getting this from an artist, an established artist side. You know what I mean? I don't really see too many rock, maybe I'm wrong, with independent labels that's making over millions and billions of dollars. That's where you fuck the contracts. What do we need your contracts for? We are the contract.
I understand independence, but a lot of rock people, and Kay can speak to this.
I'm not saying maybe I'm wrong, but I know more about hip hop, and I know it's way more. I wouldn't say rock, that way more independent rock making the money that hip hop labels is, because you got somebody like E40 who these young boys know nothing about. And he made it rich off of being indie his whole career.
Who was the one that had the conversation on the tour bus?
Whole career.
And they said
he's been independent.
But listen,
E40 is not mainstream.
There was a conversation similar to the conversation.
Millionaire.
Similar to the conversation.
Master P. When
hold on, real quick.
No,
No, you good.
I know my hip hop.
No, you good.
When last time you heard of Master P?
Remember, there was a conversation on the tour bus when everybody on the tour bus was saying what label they was with, and they asked Luke what label he was with, and he said Luke Records, right? And they said, how the fuck you got your own label? Like, there's a point of these conversations, right?
Master P had his own
point,
sneaker.
and I didn't prep for this.
It was trash, but he got the contract.
He got a, No, he had multiple sneaker deals. Like, P done put out sneaks.
How this man doing this?
And the crazy thing is, a lot of shit resembles the Magnati's. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. But there's another conversation where, and I don't remember the name of the group or the groups. But there was a rock band talking to a hip hop group, and they said they were talking about their contracts, and they said we have to put out an album every year for a certain amount of time, and when we tour, the label gets a percentage of our contracts. And the rock band said, We tour for 5 years and we tell the label when we're ready to turn in an album and they don't get a percentage of our tours.
And they figuring out what the smart guys
We have
figured
yet,
out.
and mind you, there's one thing to do it independently, which
It's
if you
no
do it the
need
right
for the
way,
labels.
if you do it the right way, there is a huge upside. But the reason that somebody with business mindset and talent actually goes to a label is because it's a difference between being signed
No,
to...
it's one thing. You just need a big machine, bro. That's
Exactly.
it. That's it.
So
it's no
there's
fans.
still purpose in that.
You just need now. I
Right?
mean, it could be, but not really.
But no,
Not
the difference
really.
is,
Not
and this
really.
is no. But I'm still. Let me land. I'm right here. I'm
You
right
know
here.
what I mean?
I'm right here. The difference is, and the problem is, when you have the people that deserve the Taylor Swift situation, and they don't look like Taylor Swift, and they're the perfect candidate for that situation, it's not going to be the same deal. And I know Taylor's a hard bar because nobody compares to Taylor.
Yes,
But-
somebody does. His name's Kendrick Lamar.
So
And
listen,
he's not with no major.
No, but listen, Kendrick's sponsorships and opportunities are not like
He's
Taylor's.
not with an independent.
They're not like Taylor's.
They did a song together, bro.
He has the biggest record of 2024, and he will not get any of the things. He don't have the leverage with Ticketmaster that she do,
Why you think that?
because she took them to task and actually won. Nobody else has done that, bro.
What do you? This man just gave you the biggest record of the year.
And he doesn't have Taylor Swift power.
What is power? What do we have to?
We're talking
We
about
had
the-
to say what.
We're-
I need to know
when
what you're saying.
When I say power, no, you good. You good.
Like,
you good.
what is power?
No, because you talking business. We can talk.
Yeah.
Business. You good.
I need to know.
When I say power,
I'm always on the hip side.
I'm talking
bro.
leverage.
You know what I mean? And I'm an artist.
I'm
so-
talking leverage, and I'm talking about what you are able to occur based on what you produce, right?
What is power?
And power comes from that. The same conversation that Jay-Z had with Nipsey. When Nipsey said, they not giving me the deals, I'm doing the work. And Jay-Z said, no, fall back and get the leverage.
No,
Figure out a way to get the leverage.
What do we consider in power?
What we're considering power is Super Bowl performances, Gatorade endorsements, Pepsi endorsements, 200,000 people at a given time watching my product, and me getting a proper percentage of that.
So Kendrick don't
The
got none of
proper
that?
no, because with the last deal, the thing Kendrick just did is monumental. The industry didn't see that coming. Him and his partners, that pop out was crazy.
Can I ask a question?
But you know what they're doing with that? They're using that as a template to do it bigger for her.
Can I ask a
Who
question?
came to who? Did Kendrick come to her or did?
Let me ask him a question.
No, it's not that.
The question I want to
It's
ask.
the streaming service and
is
the company.
before, and listen, and I want to, any artists listening out there, and I'm trying to teach my man something, because you can learn something from somebody that's
listening.
younger than you. You know what I mean?
I'm listening.
We got to stop with all that streaming service shit. Stop that.
They cranking
And-
down
No, let me say something, bro. Stop that. Because at the end of the day, bro, you could go put out a project on Bandcamp and go straight to the consumer. That's what they want you to be doing. They want you to think that you have to worry about streams. You don't have to. You're putting the money in their pocket, but they're touching your profit. You mean to tell me
I was speaking for Pop Out specifically.
that no, just let me talk to the artist.
Pop Out is different.
You take a, but you're telling me that if to do 1 million streams, I don't even get the $1 million. I get $7,000.
I'm with you on that.
I get $7,000.
Yep.
And that's not a label enough, and that's just a streaming platform. That's not an end. You're not signed to Spotify. When you could go put your shit on Bandcamp and straight to consumer. We got to control the narrative.
I'm not talking about.
Me?
I'm not talking about audio.
When we talk
streaming.
about power,
no,
you're giving your power away.
I was talking specifically about the Pop Out, and we're not arguing. Trust me.
No,
we're
I'm
not
not
arguing.
I'm just an
I was talking
educated artist that
specifically
know my
about
shit. I
the
own
way
my masters.
I was talking specifically about the way that the Pop Out was handled, where every artist on that was projected. It was just actually in a television form. To what?
And I love Taylor Swift.
200 million originally in live streaming.
But
right?
I love hip hop more.
And the deal was set up in a way that we've probably never seen before. Like, this thing that Kendrick just did is monumental for hip hop. It's not equivalent, possibly, to what he's owed in his position.
You said that
there's a percentage of it that he's
listen.
not going to get because he's hip hop.
But
that's
said,
my point.
You said Taylor. You said so. Taylor. You said. She
I hate
did.
that I use Taylor because she's the biggest.
Yeah, no, to stick to it, stand on it.
I'm right with it, but I hate that I use it because nobody has Taylor.
I don't think you should have used it either.
No, her tour record just got broke.
This one about to be crazy.
Her tour record actually just got broke.
This one about to be crazy.
But I don't want to be crazy with the Taylor.
No. You said.
No, I did say Taylor. Go ahead.
Yeah, you said she performed at the halftime show, right?
Real quick, Kay, you good or what?
I just wanted to actually give my take on the topic.
Go ahead, Kay. I would love to hear your take.
No, because after you, he go back again.
Yeah, I want to hear Kay's take. Go ahead,
you good after her, bro.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, sir.
So, because I feel like we're missing something here that
And we talking over each
Sam
other.
was somewhat alluding to, but didn't quite land on.
I was trying to land, bro.
So when we talk about creating a genre called adult contemporary rap,
Boom, boom.
what we're
that's where we was
doing
at.
is classifying our music based on the audience instead of classifying it based on the content.
The contents, exactly.
And we already
Knowing
have
your market.
subgenres of rap, including conscious rap, gangster rap, drill, all of these other subgenres that talk about content. When we create a subgenre that focuses on the audience and the consumer, what we're doing is alienating other potential audience members, because
That's what I
now
was
a
trying to say.
youth member is never going to feel like they can connect to
That's what I
something
was trying to
called
say
adult
initially.
contemporary rap.
It don't got to be called adult contemporary.
That was
But
actually my initial point, but we got crazy.
That's just life. You know what I mean? You can't expect a young boy to maybe understand Nas or maybe understand.
That's not true.
You know, it
not
doesn't
fair.
it doesn't make him less of an artist. It doesn't make that young boy not being pushed out.
I'll give you an
it's
example.
Just not your music.
I'll
It's
give you an
not
example.
I don't listen to
I'll give you an example.
backpack rap. That doesn't mean it's corny. I don't listen to Conscious. I don't listen to Del P 24 hours a day. That don't mean I think he corny. I got records with him. It's just not. It's not what I want to hear.
You good with that? You good with that?
I know it's kids. I study my demographic. You want to talk about Spotify? It tells you your market.
Exactly. I was about to ask you
It
about
tells you
that
your
earlier.
age range.
That was one of my things I was going to ask you earlier.
The
But it tells you based on.
don't listen to
But
me.
it tells you based on percentages.
That don't mean that
That's
they think
percentages.
that you corny or they don't like
Bro,
you. It just that's
you're-
not what they listen to.
You're
They-
17 to
they're
20.
doing this.
You're 17 to 22-year-olds is not 0%.
I'm not making music
that's
for
not,
them.
But that's not at
But
0%.
if it was, I'm not making
No,
music
and that's
for
cool.
them.
But they don't.
We-
What she's talking about is making them by title, because a lot of things is.
But what we have to understand
Listen,
is
marketing
we
is
control
everything.
the narrative, bro.
Marketing is everything. A lot of the times when you put a title on something, it takes longer to catch up to the audience that could have benefited from it because they were turned off by the title. We know we both have met a 15-year-old Mad Squabbles before. We ain't both meet a 15-year-old Mad Squabbles before.
Just performed at a festival with an artist who I've heard kids say they know nothing about and just packed out a whole field, bro.
Yeah.
By himself on his independent label.
As he should.
We can't keep giving these higher corporations the power.
No, you
bro.
missing my point.
I'm not.
You're missing my point.
I'm just knowing what I know.
No, well, because
I'm inside the eye of the storm, and I want to just get back to this halftime show thing because you made a point. I ain't forget that. You said the halftime show, right?
All right.
Same
But
halftime.
hold on, before we get there. No, real quick, just for me. Do this for me. Before we get there, because Cade made it a point to reel us back to the initial thing.
Yes, I caught all that.
Can we address that first and then?
I did.
Because we went left and she brought us back right.
I said know your market, and that's exactly what she said. It may have been bigger words, but it was the same thing.
So I missed it.
No, she said it. I caught it.
Okay, all right.
She know that's
all right,
what
cool.
I said.
I just wanted because she wanted us. I don't want to ignore
know your
what
market. Whether
I don't
she
wanna
thinks
ignore-
that's whether y'all think that's right or wrong. You know what I mean?
No, that's fair. But when Kay's
I'm only getting information from you.
Kay is in production, so I want to make sure we address what she said first.
I caught all of it.
Now you good. You good. Go ahead.
All I wanted to
said
say
after her you was gonna speak
about
the
the
piece.
halftime show is you said to Taylor Swift, you said Kendrick might not get that look.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, well, damn, Dr. Dre got that look. Jay-Z got that look. These are two independent labels. My case is closed.
I like it.
You got.
I like it.
Dre got that look.
I like it, and the thing
And that's
is,
Kendrick.
but
that's
see,
the guy. He's. I mean, hey,
see, but
what do I know?
When I say these things, and even with your example, you're
And
talking
same platform. Teller guy,
but
right?
you're talking about 30 years into their careers.
Huh?
You're talking about 30 years into their careers.
That means it's even. So why are they performing at the halftime show?
Because they had
And
to
they're
work
30
three
years
times.
in.
They had to work 3 times as hard
Young
as
kids
a
love
motherfucker that
Taylor.
wasn't in a
Young
genre.
kids love Taylor.
We're still
She gonna get it
15%.
now.
We're still 15% of this experiment.
This is only my.
So you're always going to have to triple up.
This is only my, my thoughts. I'm not saying
Now,
anything's correct.
I won't argue the
it's
fact
not
that
accurate. I just pointed out, my.
It's also tied into
Well,
controversies. So a lot of that factors in. So
But see,
take a sweet home young lady that talks about, and this is no shade on
no
shade.
But
I love
take a
Teller.
sweet home, that young lady that talks about her bad relationships and such, but then you have someone speaking against the
Teller.
very same thing that hurts the hip hop. When they say we're gonna say, we're not gonna let the police ban us, we're not gonna let these people tell us what we can't do.
Right.
This
Halftime
is
show.
a country where freedom of speech and so on and so forth.
Right.
And they're speaking out against that. So then you have these money people saying, okay, we know what to do. We're gonna hit you in your pocket. So that's why this differences in the balance is not adding up.
Right.
It's not adding up. But when I think about Kendrick Lamar, he's very marketable and he's universal in my opinion. I believe it's like a son of 215. He can do any type
I
of
ain't
music,
even
but
tap
he can
into the
always
fact that
shut
he
it
won
down.
Grammys
So-
before
Hold on.
any of that
Yeah.
beef stuff.
No, but
I don't. Now we talking about
I want to
Grammys.
talk about Son's point because I do think
I ain't
that
talking
there's
about
this
that.
underlying
Grammys.
notion that labels
Killer
have
Mike. That's what
that
Love that for
when
Killer
they are signing a hip hop or a rap artist, they are taking some sort of a larger risk than when they take a rock band.
That's a fact.
Or even R&B. That is less of a risk in their mind from a risk assessment point of view as far as where the numbers are going to land than a hip hop artist. So I think
Which
to
doesn't
Son's point,
load up. That doesn't equal up to multiple platforms saying that hip hop is the biggest genre in the world. If you still have to say in their mind they think it won't reflect.
Yeah.
That means that they're literally not owning up to what is in reality. They literally have been underselling us until these nut-ass streaming numbers came around. They wouldn't even admit to the fact that we was outselling them. It's been happening for more than 20 years before they announced it.
But
so whose fault is that?
But
It's not anybody's fault because the machine is the machine. It's just like Vegas. It was built. The music business was built from the mob, just like Vegas.
It's our fault for putting the power into their hands.
But-
No, you just spoke to us taking power back.
Yeah.
All your examples is about us taking power back.
Yeah.
We have to get to a certain level to be able to take some form of power. There has to be a Master P that gets. There has to be a Master P that gets an 80-20 deal that's unheard of before certain people start realizing that don't go to jail. Make another record.
It was people that was before Master P.
Absolutely.
But the powers that be
So-
tried to shut it down, and we just got tired of it and said, no, we not
But
having
now
that
we're at
no
a
more.
point where we watch a Swiss Beats and a Timberland come through and start negotiating billion-dollar entities together.
Dr.
We
Dre,
didn't have
billionaire.
that always before, especially not on board that we could see. Because even if they were a part of deals that were big deals, a lot of the times they were meant to take subsidiary roles. The biggest representation of the Sixers a while ago was, what's his name, Pat Croce? Who's the nigga that was sliding off the buildings?
I know we
He
got
was a minority owner, but he had the look for the situation.
I
Now
know we
have
got
the
here.
look.
I know we got here from the statement of rock bands get better deals.
Contracts. They
And
do.
I just want to know, and maybe for my future references, how many billionaire rock artists are there?
A lot of them.
there are quite a few.
I
Aerosmith
don't-
literally just retired today.
I said
But-
artists, not groups. Artists.
They are artists in the group.
Artists, not
There's
a
a
group,
lot
a
of rock
collective.
artists.
Because you could be a collective and
Well,
all y'all put
I don't-
y'all money together.
I don't want to
and be
overspeak
billionaires.
on who's considered.
But I know
rock.
how many billionaires are in hip hop.
So
we trust me, we on the low end, bro.
because I want to go back to what the point was
We
that
on
I
our
was
own.
trying to
And
land.
that's the problem.
We're new to the field.
So
That's the problem.
I
We
want to go.
celebrate billionaires in hip hop.
Yeah.
I want to go back because
That's
what
the
I was
problem
trying
right
to do
there.
is actually play credit to what hip hop has had to do for themselves because
Exactly.
Yeah,
no
like,
other genre has
exactly.
had to create their own industry
Come
Right.
on.
in the same way that
I'm with
hip-hop
y'all on
has.
that.
We give it
That's
So-
not my argument.
Yeah.
I think for Son's absolutely right that you see a lot more independent billionaires in the hip hop community than you would in any other genre because hip hop had to create their own industry and create their own toolbox.
But independent billionaire does not mean billionaire. There's a difference.
But they made
So no, we take pride in the fact that since whoever of our hue has been in existence, we've made it happen. We have Mansa Musa and all of them. Like we've always been at the top of generating things, even against adversity and No matter what you want to talk about, geography and all type of shit, we've always figured it out.
Didn't have a choice.
That's not a thing. I don't argue against that. I love hip hop and I love everything and everybody that's able to get $1 off of it. I'm one of the few people that understand that somebody at Son's level is feeding a lot of people.
I also,
You see what I'm saying?
I wanna-
And that's something to be celebrated every day.
I want to also
Every
clarify when we're talking about rap band or rock bands and contracts, not everybody in the group gets the same contract.
Never.
The lead singer gets a contract that is very, very different from the bass player.
You know,
from
But the
lead
drummer,
guitarist,
but
from
the drummer does drums on 8 other projects outside of the fucking group, and he still catches his
And you
number.
know what the
He's
rapper
treated-
gets?
'cause-
You know what the independent rapper contract gets? The 85-15 split that you talk about. I get the option to sign my own artists and put them out the way I want to. If I want to sign my own artist right now under EQ and say, you know what, it's gonna be EQ/215th Records.
Right.
I have the right to do that. I don't have
Absolutely.
just a distribution deal. I have a label deal.
Right.
So if I want to put
Congratulations.
Nay out, you out, K out, all
No,
of us
put
and
K
say
out
we gonna
and
get
Nay
this
out.
money. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, not even trying to be funny.
he good.
You know, Kay made a great point. She said they don't all get the same contracts. See, we so gun-ho to throw around this major and machine, but you don't know what you getting when you sign that. You don't really know
So-
what you signing yourself into.
We're getting stuck on my initial point.
These
but
are your points.
No, because I wanted you to address
These are your
I wanted you to address the points that I had already brought up, but I was working towards a final
Go ahead,
thing,
go ahead, get it
which
out, my
is
guy.
when you talk about the overall of what's out here. We say it's enough money for everybody, right?
Yeah.
But we know a lot of this shit is broken up into sectors.
Yeah.
And there's certain motherfuckers that they will open enough for you to feel like you doing good, but they will not open the floodgates even though you are comparable to somebody in the same realm. And it happens in every business, but it's an onslaught in hip-hop to the fact that the same points that you all made, which is why I agree with all of those points. You get a lot of independent billionaires. You get a lot of motherfuckers that's like Son, that's in a position where he knows coming in, I can't falter to that. That's why he's fighting so hard for his position, because he had the knowledge to know, like, no, I didn't put myself in a position to not be able to put somebody else on while
Right.
putting myself in
And
a
not
position.
even just that.
But
It's
I'm
just
with you.
studying the game, being a student of the game.
Right.
Yeah,
And knowing that these
and I'm-
majors are not in our favor.
And I'm with you on that.
They the ones that signing these young kids that we're just
And
talking
we've
about
seen-
making them sign life insurance policies because they want you to die.
And I even do this.
They know they can make more off of
I
you.
even do this. We seen drama in them
What
do
we talking
things
about?
because we talk about a lot
We're
of independents.
giving them the power.
Hold up.
You
We talk
understand?
about a lot of independents. We seen drama in them do dope shit. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
We giving them the power of some shit we
what
created.
I'm saying is
Think
niggas
about it.
that are prosperous in their field
Mm-hmm.
are losing 2 to 5 hours more sleep daily than the motherfuckers they next to get
That's
there.
what I was just about to
And we are not in a position where we should be able to leverage it in a better way, but there's still something systematic that even when you're able to hustle for what you hustle for, you might catch a fucking investigation.
But hip hop is the machine.
Yes. We can't be. Listen, let me say
Well,
something.
it's not the
Sam.
business,
We
it's the
can't- we
machine. A
cannot-
lot of the Jewish people that represent hip hop is just an investment. They don't
Boom,
listen
that's,
to it.
They
They don't listen to
That's
it.
why I'm trying to catch him at. We can't be worried about what rock or the Jewish community, and that ain't our fight, my bro.
No.
That's not our plight. No, listen to me.
All right.
You feel me? That's not you. You're comparing our, culture and struggle.
I'm not
to
downplaying
what
our
they
culture
doing.
though. You making it seem like I'm downplaying what we're
that's
doing.
what it sound like. A little
And that's
bit,
what I'm trying to
squad.
explain to you. That's not
We
my
on that
point.
low end, we
My
on
point,
this and
no,
that.
because
we're doing
bro,
great.
business, bro. We are
doing
doing
great.
better than we were doing. We are nowhere near where we deserve to be.
What Kendrick say? They not like us. We all right, bro.
So
We good.
let me get into some comments real quick.
Come
I know
comments.
they not like us.
Shout out Triple R. He said, "I'm not mad at it because we listen to what we listen to is not just rap; it's gold era hip hop."
Thank you, my bro.
Triple R then said, "This is a real good convo."
Yes,
LOL.
it is.
And then Red Snapper just tapped in. She said, "A fam, Sunny.
What's up,
Sammy."
baby?
Sonny Sammy. Yo, Red.
What's up, Reds? Yeah.
And Triple R was responding
You feel
to,
me?
I believe, the
Talking about adult contemporary rap
adult
being a
contemporary.
genre.
Yeah, because we was late.
And I feel like
We was late.
that to close in on that one more time, and you know what I mean. Anybody else want to chip in? It's
No, you good.
I don't think it's nothing wrong with that. I don't think that's gonna ruffle no feathers I don't think it's gonna make the, you know what I mean,
as far as the label,
the kids, the labels, whoever we talking
no,
about.
I mean the title.
We can break
of
it down. If we talking about the
contemporary.
kids, I don't think that's gonna bother them. I don't think because they got thousands of genres. So many genres in the hip hop right now, bro. You lose track of them. You got lo-fi hip hop. You got Crybaby. I just seen a new one the other day.
Crybaby hip hop.
Yes, that's what Brock Grader do. It's called Crybaby hip hop.
Yeah, it's called Crybaby.
I'm learning.
Why? You ain't never heard no artist.
What's his name?
Brock Grader. We do not fan none.
He from Philly.
I did a song with him. Little Brock Grader. He's popping in Philly. Viral.
I probably heard the song
Him
and
and the
didn't
other
realize
young boy.
that was the
Him
genre.
and Maddox. You know who I'm talking about.
I know who Maddox is.
They
I know who Maddox is.
Crybaby. Yes, that's a genre. Uzi Vert has a genre. It's so many genres. They have their own thing.
What's Uzi's genre? No, because I'm learning. Hold up. Don't rush through this.
Don't do me. Because, you know, I like.
I don't know if you.
I like the Carfax. That's this.
If you ain't got it, if it ain't too far away.
I just don't know. No. We just
if it ain't too far away, because I don't want to make you work too hard.
I
That's what I love about what you said, Sam.
I just was looking
Pass the
at
mic
it.
to her a little bit.
You said the drummer had to go out there and maybe take. I'm just gonna paraphrase. Take up a couple more jobs. See, this is where hip hop is so great. This is where there's nothing out there better than hip hop because when you go into a situation, you say, "Well, this is not enough to feed my family. This is I know that I should be here." Now you got to go out there and create your own opportunities, but those opportunities aren't given. So that's why I said, "Well, whose fault is that?" Because you can't be a person saying you want to be this. And then don't go out there and make it happen. You can't wait for somebody else to open up that door. You got to be the person to buy the wood, frame the door, and hang that mother yourself.
Yeah, and I believe that.
Hip hop has done that, and guess what?
We just talking about
It's-
breakdancing at the Olympics.
No,
we just talking.
I'm super proud of that.
What are we talking about?
Everything.
I'm super proud of that.
Think about what you said about what Kay did earlier.
Hip hop is at the Olympics.
Hold on.
You know
Her mic
where
ain't in her face.
when I started with a little, you remember them little flip phones when they had them weak little cameras? That's where I started.
Doing what?
We also taking video.
Okay.
When the video phones first came out, I started doing that, doing my little thing, and gradually I said, okay, these doors might not open for me because of my gender, because they don't know me. So guess what? Okay, I can't focus on them. I'm gonna push that to the side. I'm gonna lock in, and things have gotten it's just been growing from there. Now fast forward a little bit.
And salute, by the
I
way.
branched off because somebody didn't believe in the vision that I had. Son was sending me stuff.
What are those
inviting me out.
genres, subgenres? Trap, cloud rap,
Absolutely.
Hold up, let her finish real quick.
lo-fi.
Yeah.
Hold up. You was done? I ain't want to cut you off.
I'm gonna make this real quick.
'Cause I wanna see, come here.
It was people that didn't believe in the vision. I was saying, hey, this is good what you got going on, but this is something that's eventually gonna fall off. I think we need to do this. I think we need to do that. I come from corporate America, so business is everything for me. So this person said, no, you're thinking too small. Evidently, I'm not, because I'm sitting here with Kay. I'm sitting here with Son of the 215.
Yes, you are.
I'm sitting here with Sipping with Sammy in the background.
And we love you.
So listen, Sonny. So Sammy, I wasn't thinking small at all.
Not at all.
So that said, like I said, fast forward, Son was sending me some things, some invites. My schedule wouldn't permit. Because I'm like the person that got to have 3 and 4 jobs. I can't sit. I like
But that's the problem.
You feel me? Listen. But look, Sammy, right? So this is now I need to give Son his flowers because you said something. Son put a lot of people on.
Absolutely.
And he don't get the acknowledgement that he should have. Now,
That's not why he did it, though.
I know he don't do it for that.
just told her that.
I'm acknowledge him right now.
I appreciate
because
you
when
on
I
this.
accepted the invite, I said, yo, I'm taking off this time.
appreciate you.
Because I got these invitations. I'm going to go check him out. You know what this
Love,
man did?
love.
I appreciate
I'm gonna
that.
tell you what this man did.
Uh-huh.
He said when you get to the door, just let Cav know. Got to the door, and you know what Cav said from this introduction from this man here, Son of the 215. That's put a whole lot of people in position.
Yep.
I'm gonna be the first person that say this man showed me love from the gate. It was like, go ahead and do you. And then when Cav heard it, yo, you I tell you what, go ahead and do your thing. The rest is history.
Love.
So I'm gonna make that known right now.
Love. That's what we do.
And
I don't mean us. I mean as a people, the people that had the right mindset and that really care.
And watch this, Sammy. I never
I'm
asked
just
this
doing
man
it
for
for
anything.
because the more
I did what he
the
did
better.
with
Let her
Free.
finish your testimony.
I did what he did with Free.
Trust me.
Because work
I'm
ethic
learning.
is everything. That's how you separate the genuine from the fraud. Your work ethics. Let it speak for yourself, and then all those other opportunities they gonna find.
That's a fact.
I could have easily said, son, can you do this? Can you? No, I didn't do that. I just kept being Naya kept being Naya. In her own lane, traveling at her own at her own pace, and everything else just fell into place.
That's love. And I'm gonna give you one of these.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Because that was well said. And I don't disagree with a bit of that. And the crazy thing is, everything we said tonight comes full circle.
Yeah.
This man is who he is. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
he is who he is.
I try to be.
And so are you, Sam.
I try
And
to
I
be.
appreciate
we all
that.
are. We all here.
And
for
I
a
appreciate
reason.
that. But you was just showing me
The subgenres?
yeah, because I see
Yeah, you
like
know
this
that.
shit. I don't be. I
And
know
I'm
about.
trying to-
I know about way more genres than I knew about last year.
I just found
He just showed me about 5 that I never heard of.
And it's so crazy is that now.
So now I'm a
Now
little different about
It's
it.
subgenres that are Philly is responsible for. I'm about to tell you that right now.
What was the Uzi joint first?
It was
the
you got
final.
lo-fi
It was fine.
and you got tread. This new thing that kids call that's for the kids. It's called tread. And you got artists like Maddox and Uzi, and it's another one, Lil Peep, Lil Yeep, or Lil something like that. I can't keep up with them. You know what I mean? But that's for the kids.
That's that vibe.
That's they vibes.
Drill and drill. It's
Drill was for more
drill.
like now. That's they trying to say that's for the gang culture. That
Yeah.
ain't even for the kids or for the adults. That's just for get motherfuckers that gang bang.
Because they didn't grow it fast enough.
That's just for
They
them.
didn't expand the sound fast
But you
enough.
know what? You know what's so crazy about it? You got Philly drill. You got New Jersey drill. You got
York drill.
Detroit drill.
Yeah.
You got New York, Harlem, Bronx drill.
Chicago where
UK drill.
Yeah. But
This is how strong hip hop is.
those actually influenced each other.
I don't got the
The UK triplets influenced the US a little bit and
Yeah.
vice versa. I saw that actually happen with
Yeah.
them what's the
No
name
doubt.
of them?
Central C and
Central
all of
C and them niggas,
Central
yeah.
C took off like a rocket.
I see what they did.
No doubt.
And you talking about some vibes.
No doubt.
Talking about some vibes.
And that's but that shows you the strength of hip hop. I just want to give us
No,
this
it's powerful as fuck.
Since we talk, we from Philly. You know what I mean? I could talk about the other cities all day, but I want to talk about my city the most.
You said we got our own.
We got our own. I just was reading this, and I love every chance I get on here and just fill my mind with facts about our
What you
city.
referencing?
I'm referencing, so
What
you
site
can
is this?
wiki the Philadelphia hip hop music.
Okay.
Like it's now a wiki that looks so right here. See where it's starting at?
Mm-hmm.
The first major hip hop acts from Philadelphia with Will Smith, DJ Jazzy Jeff. Boom boom. It talks about the Tough Crew, everything. Lady B, how she brought it down from New York in the
That's fire.
70s.
I wanna read that.
You have to read this, bro.
I'ma read that.
You have to read this.
You putting me on, bro.
You have to, squad. So the
me
city has produced well-known alternative hip-hop duos: Jedi Mind Trick, Digital Planet, Prince Star, Bahamadia, Chitty Bang, Spank, Philadelphia Slick. It's Little Uzi Vert, and then it's a group though that produces for Little Uzi. And I want you, Tread Rap. All right, Working on Dying. That's the name of them. Working on Dying. Known for flagship and Tread Rap. Now, where's Tread Rap originated? Now, see where they're going to say that has been originated. Tread Rap. Working on Dying is often attributed to creating trap, subgenre trap. Working was coined by frequent collaborator Booty Chain. The genre is characterized by futuristic synthesizers, slowed down samples, Buser drums programming with distinctive 808 patterns, usually having offbeat hi-hats in addition to trap triplets. I'm just going to skip it through lines.
Yeah,
It's
you
also
skip it.
usually for producers to take influence of cloud rap. So that's SoundCloud. They consider that cloud rap.
That makes sense.
Such as
get
a
that.
lushy synth
Pass me a
pads.
beer, please.
This is crazy.
Cloud rap.
Yes,
That's the first time I heard
cloud
But that
rap.
makes sense because SoundCloud
But if you
was
remember,
a real
it was a
time.
lot of artists
That was a
blowing.
time.
What's the
That
young
was a
boy
time.
name? He blew off of SoundCloud. They killed him. Triple X.
Triple
Yeah,
X,
Triple
yeah.
X. Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
yup.
beer, please.
Yeah.
It would sound so crazy. You know what I mean? In 2027, Philadelphia rapper Maddox,
2017.
12 years old at the time, went viral on Twitter with the song Pretty Penny.
Yeah. Yep.
Attention, Filthy and Oogie Man, the later of whom produced the track Overwhelming, which went viral. You see, they considering finesse. Look, you just brought up these
Yeah, I
guys.
just said Dice.
You know what I mean?
Talking to Dice last
This
week.
is crazy. And
Shout out to
these
Dice.
are people that's from Philly that worked on albums I didn't even know. Drake's album Scorpion.
Well, that's what we do.
You have
We write for everybody.
I'm just now finding out about
We
this.
producing for everybody. Shout out Swaggiano. Shout out, man. We are everywhere.
I'm just now finding out about that group. That
Frankie.
but it's hey man, when y'all get a chance, please tap into that. Search the evolution of Philly hip
Nah,
hop.
I'm gonna
and
read that.
because it's very important to know that we have a genre now, and that's what I've been fighting for forever. That's all I wanted for. It's like, yo, stop acting like
was neo
we ain't
soul
heavy.
ours?
That's ours.
Right.
If you really want to be technical.
Yeah.
Y'all can go ahead and try to give it to somebody else, but everybody know Music Soul Child, Vivian Green, Bilal, Kendrick Family Soul, and Anthony, so many other people that the Roots that created that neo soul wave. When you wanted neo soul, you came to Philadelphia, man. You know what I'm saying? So
And if you
Shout
had a
out-
voice, they told you go to Philly and go to the 5
come
spot.
on, man.
Shout out Durandy NL. He said hi on Twitch.
Hey,
Yo.
what's going on, bro?
What's happening? Tap in with Sunday the 215, man.
Appreciate
It's my
y'all for
brother.
tapping in, man. You
It's
know
my
what I mean?
brother.
We love y'all, man. Tapping every week to Sippin' with Sammie, man. This is a great platform, and they doing great things over
You
there.
fucking with it, man?
I love it.
That's
I
what's
love
up,
it.
man.
I
Glad
love
to
it.
have
I wish
you.
I could stay all night, man, but you know how the town get. It get lonely without me up there.
Yeah.
They get lonely. Like, where he at? He been going too long. You
We ain't
dig?
drawing too long.
Listen, man, I love it, man. I love what y'all doing, man.
Huh?
Come on now. This is beautiful.
I appreciate that, Nay. Okay, what
So,
else you got?
I'm about to say somebody need to cut you a check because it's somebody.
Oh, it's
doing
on the
their
way.
platform what you've been-
It's
you
on the way.
already
They
been
might
doing.
already be on the way. Sam and
So-
Kate keep shit under wraps.
I do the same thing with media personalities as I do in music.
They on the
I put
way.
a lot of people onto where they should be situated and try to help them the most. It's hard to say.
Durandy NL. So, did y'all keep up with basketball at the Olympics?
Yes.
we did.
Yes.
We actually
Yes.
started our
y'all missed
show
that.
by talking about the 3-on-3 tournament. So, if you go to YouTube and check us out on YouTube, you
Yo.
Can we get to
rewind
the
back
men's?
to that.
Y'all really
Can
got
we get to the
people
men's and
tapping
women's
in.
though?
Can we get to the men's and women's team?
Basketball? Yeah.
Oh, I didn't have it as a topic today because we talked about it last week.
Yeah, well, they are both undefeated in their what are they, categories?
In their pools.
In their pools, right? And I think that the bracket that the men's team fell into is favorable. They're saying that the women's bracket might be a little
They got a
rough.
tough road,
They first game might be rough for them. But shout out to the USA basketball representation because man, we taking gold in both of them.
Mhm.
Like I ain't even tripping. Like
USA all the way.
best coaches, best players, or something like it, and we gonna figure it out. I'm good with it. But
USA all
I just
the
wanted to
way.
acknowledge because they did do their thing this week, both teams.
Word.
USA all the way.
So go ahead, Kay. My bad.
No, that was it.
I wanted to keep it short. That's all. So what's the next topic?
Oh, where you want to go next? You want to do Mustard versus Drake?
Or Yachty versus Mr. Yachty.
Let's do the Yachty. That's
All right. Yeah, we could talk about Yachty because I just want to grind him up.
Do you know what happened?
I don't. All I know is last time I checked into this dude, he was saying that hip hop originated in the dirty South.
He was saying all our fashion comes from Atlanta. He said everybody get their fashion from
Let me
Atlanta.
started with this guy, man. Yachty, we've been rocking with you, man. We've been letting you slide with a lot of, just atrocious stuff you be saying. And I love your music, kid. Your music is dope. But some things that you be saying just be reckless. Like,
Fuck.
however, would you have the audacity to say hip hop? And that ain't even when we talking about what this Mr. Yachty versus Hotspot. And Hotspot, is that my man that
He made the Smile song.
you messing with him? I hope he cook you, cause that's my boy. All he wants you to do is smile and just be happy. You know what I'm saying? So fill me in. What's going
Let
on,
me
man?
introduce it. So
What's
what
going
happens
on?
is
And
Yachty,
apologies on the typo.
I just ain't
on the
feeling
thing.
Yachty, man. I just
Yeah.
ain't feeling it.
Graphic.
Yachty and Drake made a record.
Cool.
They sampled Mr. Hotspot song.
Okay.
They made a song about pussies gushing and how wet the pussy get. And Mr. Hotspot, which has been misreported, I want to be clear on this.
Drake, you going
He has not.
outside.
He didn't just give himself to God. He has always been someone that was
Always was
up
that.
front with his faith.
You should feel that way about him because the message he presents. You know what I mean? Smiling and loving yourself and all that.
And he's always spoke about it.
You should know that.
So what happens is he does the song with Drake. We know that's a big deal for artists.
Yeah.
Yachty does a song with Drake and he samples it and he uses it in a way that Mr. Hotspot wouldn't approve of. But I guess he was going with either the vibe was right and it's a hit, or it's a big enough record that maybe you might just let us do it.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Hotspot said, man, it goes against my morals and principles, and he denied them use of the sample.
Mm-hmm.
In turn, Yachty gave the song to Kai Cenat and told Kai to leak it on his stream.
Oh,
the
for
biggest
real?
stream in the black community. And he told him to leak it. And then he went on a platform and said that that's what he did because he couldn't clear the sample.
You see what I mean?
And that's even more egregious.
Hey,
It's one thing to just, oops, my bad. It's another thing to be like, no, he wouldn't let us clear it, so I put it on a nigga stream that got 1 million people a night.
you mean tell me I gotta deal with them, that pond fuckery? I'd rather just make contemporary music. I gotta do that and leak to streamers and deal with these little motherfuckers that's like 4'9" sitting in front of a screen for 82 hours. Get the fuck out my face, man. Listen, that shit was nutty. Okay, Drake.
I think it's hilarious that you said that while streaming. By the way,
I'm sorry.
But mind you,
I ain't. Hey, listen.
But you're also a Yachty and a Drake.
To each his own.
Y'all can make 8 joints in one night, and 3 of them is eligible.
Yeah,
to go.
yeah. Listen, bro. Drake, I feel like you're going out bad. Man. Don't have the Michael moment where it's like you doing a lot of weird shit and you're forcing people to come at you because you're still great. Michael was so fucking great. He just had a little moment where he was doing weird shit and he was forcing us to say, what the fuck is you doing, bro? Why are you running around with Macaulay Culkin and doing this shit and at Neverland throwing balloons? We love you. Stop that shit. You're Mike. Like, you're Drake. Like, what's going on here? You talking gushing and all that. What are you doing, Brody? Yachty, you're obviously missing a couple screws. Leave Hotspot alone. Let my man do him, because at least he was staying true to his wave and his lane. He didn't try to hurt nobody what he was doing. He the guy that told me, "Oh, it is you."
The other thing I wanted to point out about this topic, is if I'm Drake, I'm pissed because from my understanding, Yachty was the one that leaked this.
Yeah.
And now you've just opened me, Drake, up for a potential lawsuit because I'm on that track. So I'm going to get named in every suit that is revolving this track.
And I'm in the middle of a shitstorm, and this just adds negativity to my cloud.
Out bad.
All of that. Like, if I'm Drake, I'm pissed.
You know why? Because they trying to keep up with a lane that they don't even. They're trying to just play the young man's game. And it's like, leave it alone, bro. Go out classy. Go out classy. Stay classy, San Diego.
Now, one thing I want to address, because I've seen a lot of people speak about this and they're not speaking in the right context. One is saying that he recently became religious, and that's not true. We already addressed that.
Hotspot?
Yes. The second thing is they're saying, religious or not, if somebody samples you, it's not you. Okay. Now, something that you're closely connected to.
Come on.
I've read an interview with Freeway years ago.
Right.
When he said, as a Muslim,
yes, sir,
his records may add on to his sins, his beliefs, they add on to his sins every time they're played, even in death.
Haram.
It's haram.
Yes.
If he says the wrong things, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if I make a song with the best intentions of staying within the realm of what I believe is right for my beliefs, and then you sample it to do something that's against my beliefs, I still feel attached to that spiritually. And I think a lot of people get caught up on greatest music has come from music that wasn't intended that way. Cool. But as artists, we all reserve the right to decide what is or what isn't within a certain amount of years. Right? But when it's religious, you cannot tell somebody, and I seen Maul, specifically from Rory and Maul, trying to preach the whole, it's not your voice, it's not what you did, it was something else, it was made something else. And if you know anything like we know about being in Philly and we know about Islam, and I'm sure this
one of the biggest Islamic communities in the world,
I'm sure this applies to a lot of other beliefs, that's not fair game.
No,
it's not.
You cannot tell somebody that's saying that is based on belief that it's just music, because they make music and they make it intentionally.
Come on now.
And no matter how much you love the vibe, sometimes I reserve the right to say, not right now, bro.
I'm sorry. You know what I'm laughing at?
Am I tripping?
No.
Oh, all right. I thought I was bugging.
You was killing it. You was killing it. I'm laughing at the kid that just went viral. I think he was like Indian. You ain't see that?
Yeah, the vibe.
Yes. A whole vibe. You ain't see him?
No, and it was a vibe.
On everything.
Word.
And what you see
And somebody gonna snatch it and not give him no paper.
And his man's
Somebody's gonna make his voice drums and he's never even gonna know it.
Kid, this ball is...
That's fucked up.
He went viral, and he's like, "Okay, you might want to put this on the next episode." I'm trying to tell you, because he went. They break down the lyrics of what he's saying in Arabic, and it's like smoking on the something, drinking rum, and he killing a beat, and it's like they all in back of him, and they all dun like how we would be, but
lit. This the joint. Yeah.
And they look like some goons behind him, like dun.
That's what Lean Back did to the gangsters.
Viral.
You get the right street joint, the gangsters dance again.
He's out of here.
Yep.
He's out of here. People in the comments like this. I don't know what they saying, but it just it gets me going.
I've been in Shrimpies and I seen all the big beards do this on Lean
Shout
Back.
out Uptown. Come on.
All the big beards. I'm like, hold up, y'all just did that.
It's
That's
that
crazy.
moment. It's that moment,
bro.
Man.
The right record get the gangsters dancing
you
again,
out of
man.
here, man. That's why I'm
Two-stepping
saying Hotspot, regardless of what the religion or whatever was. Man, listen, the kid, it did it the right way. You hear me? I respect the way he came up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it is, man. I would watch that on days when I was having bad days, bro,
Dope.
and it would be like,
that's fire.
Oh, you know what?
That's
I am
fire.
Bull. You know what I mean?
Fire.
I love him and what he represents. Like, yo, his whole thing was, that's the one thing I love about social media. You find so many different characters of different people that you never knew existed. Like, damn, it's somebody out here that, you know, all he want to talk about is giving people positive energy. Like how Wallow was running up on us, giving us the, you know, the motivation we needed. It was
I spoke to the Muslim.
It was needed.
I spoke to the Muslim homie that be with Floyd.
Yeah.
And he said Floyd used to see his inspirational comments on his page, and he said I wanted to meet him. And they met, they hung out for a few days, whatever have you, did whatever they do. And then afterwards, Floyd hit him up and said, if you don't mind, can you give me your banking information? And he said, "Why?" And he said, nah, I don't want to be disrespectful, but I want to make sure you good.
Come on.
So he said every once in a while, Floyd might send him 10, might send him 15, might send him undisclosed amount, just to make sure he don't have to, he can still wake up every morning and give it up to the people.
Was he wrong to go ahead and transition that into music? Cardi B did it. Who else? We have all these other social media personalities that the young boy from Philly, Rod G's. He just put out a project. He was just a little streamer. He said, "Come on, I'm gonna go get some of this music money." So was Hotspot wrong? Cardi B was a stripper playing on Instagram.
But does that make me fair game for foolishness?
I don't think. I mean,
if I'm in a certain space,
if this is the truth, I feel like Yachty, you're a little nutty for that.
And I'm gonna be honest.
That I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Admitting it is where the lawsuit comes in.
And at the end of the day, he's been doing a lot of nutty things lately. So it ain't like your track record is squeaky clean. You've been saying and doing a lot of nut shit, Yachty.
And I'm gonna be honest, and you know this from
Keep
other
that
artists.
Shit down to A.
Joe Budden said they did a record and they got sued for it, and they said, but it was on a mixtape, and they said, I don't give a fuck where you put it. This is generating money for somebody somewhere. Similar to the reason why Wiz and Currency had to stop performing their mixtapes because they did it over jazz albums and samples. And motherfuckers like, you're getting paid from touring off of my shit. You're doing tours off of those mixtapes. So now those mixtapes count, right? And even before it gets there, somebody's getting paid. Come on. Somebody's getting paid. So we just want to be clear.
That's it.
That was weird, Yachty.
Yachty,
that was weird, bro. Especially to say it and to put
weird.
that man in a position to have to respond to it publicly, because you could have just did it and he could have just sent litigation.
And I'm sending my sis after you. The next show she gonna have a topic about you talking about hip hop started down in fucking Atlanta, and I hope I can come back and air you out over that, because like where did you come up with that fucking tomfoolery? Like what how Sway? You don't have the answers. You don't have the fucking answers, Yachty. That kid's killing me. You're killing me, Smalls.
Shout out Durandi. He said, I'm shocked that you didn't mention the Netherlands at all about the 3-on-3 and their buzzer beater golden medal winner.
They might have said
he just went back to go check it out. Because we told him to.
Salute to them. On some real shit, yo. I'm one of those people that if you made it to the Olympics and you won with all that adversity, pressure, whatever you had to deal with to get it done, I salute you. I salute you. I'm USA like a motherfucker, but if you won something, if you did something, I appreciate it. If I was able to see it, because there's a lot of things going on, but I did see the Netherlands and a couple sports get busy. So no, man, salute.
Well, and that's now the gold medal winner, so they're the ones that are going to be challenged.
That's now
in the 3-on-3.
Potentially, yeah.
Oh, that's fire. See, I just gotta be aware. That's fire, man.
He said they were 1 second away from losing.
Hopefully they take that check. Do you think they're gonna take the check?
Do you think they're gonna play the
3-on-3 against the big three? What do you know about the energy of that team? Because sometimes overseas they don't give a fuck about it.
Yeah.
No, I'm going home.
He said, "I hope so."
You hope so? All right, dope. No, I would like to see whoever won that situation do that. One for Cube and two because it's a win-win. I think both sides get publicity and exposure and hopefully a check that is sufficient to what you think your skill set is worth. That's all I care about, man. I don't want my man taking those shows if he don't think it's worthy of.
Oh no.
He said they may be pressured not to by contractors.
See what I'm saying? I'm not aware. That's what I'm saying about what goes on in other countries. I don't know about that about the Netherlands.
Yeah, it get real low.
They might have a whole 3-on-3.
Different. I wonder if he will offer it the second place, but I will want it to go to first place because to the winner comes to the victor comes the spoils. Yeah. I would want them to get it.
Shout out to Netherlands though.
No, I ain't hating on nobody that get a medal, man.
They love hip hop over there.
I seen people come out of retirement to win medals this year. It's like it's crazy, yo. It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
It's fucking beautiful.
It's fucking beautiful.
I seen a nigga lose the event because his dick hit the pole. He gonna get all the pussy he want for the next 50 years. He good. The whole world in his DMs. He good. Like, he lost and won. He might have had the best loss ever.
Great loss. That was a great loss.
Nigga had the best loss in Olympic history. So, shout out to everybody, man. I ain't playing. No, what else could we get to before we get out of here, man? Anything fun?
Oh, give us one more. Give us one good one, Kay.
I alluded earlier to Aerosmith retirement. Shout out to them. The lead singer has destroyed his voice beyond repair is what it's looking like. So I'll just make that.
Give me an Aerosmith song. Quick. Walk this way. See, you don't battle a guy that really does this. You understand me?
I wanted to say the one from
Oh, what you want to say? Yeah, from the movie.
From the movie. That's my shit.
You ain't move fast enough.
That's my shit.
You should have went Run DMC.
I couldn't think of the name of it.
Yeah, I bet you couldn't.
So what happened was, Aerosmith was on tour currently, and ended up canceling abruptly the remaining part of their tour and announcing their
at the beginning of the tour.
Right.
So that's that. I just wanted to intro the topic because we kind of skipped over it.
No, yeah. What's the name? What's the lead singer name?
I was just about to ask you that.
Hold on.
All I need is this first letter.
I should know
Let's
this.
see if Sammy get you don't say it's K. You give us the first letter and let's see if Sammy or son gets it. Come on.
Cool. I'll leave my phone.
First number. Yeah, touch that phone.
The first number
the first
of his
letter.
first name or first letter is S.
S.
Steve,
Ooh. Oh, I know this.
Steve.
Give me the last name. Give us the first letter of the last name.
T.
Tyler.
Steven Tyler.
Yes.
Yeah. I said it first though, Brody.
But he has.
I said it first though, Brody.
He has a unique voice.
So don't talk to me about no rock and roll genre shit about nothing, cause I tell you that shit too, nigga.
No, I fuck with rock too, but what I was going to say,
and I like Red Hot Chili Peppers.
No, I was more of an Aerosmith fan.
Yeah, Aerosmith was the shit.
But with Steven Tyler's situation,
and Blink 182,
he has extreme damage to his voice box, and what I found out,
because he used to do all that.
What was reiterated to me was there are ligaments and bones in your voice box.
Yeah. And this is a muscle.
Whatever damage he did to his voice box, reconstructed.
Yes.
The positioning is what they said of his voice box.
You know how hurt I was when.
So essentially, he'll never be able to hit that note again.
When I got into an accident that caused me to get stitches in my mouth and my mouth was swole up, I had to get stitches all so you could still see the car.
56
you can still see the scar. I was bitching and moaning to my mom and my lady, like, yo, they like, well, what's wrong? All you gotta do is get some. I'm like, y'all understand, this is a part of me. Yeah. This is how I make some money. So if my shit ain't going, I can't even chew right. I'm talking like this. You know what I mean?
You don't know what's down the street.
I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, oh, this is killing me right now. I'm luckily everything went back to normal. But yeah, That's how, you know, your voice, all of this, like 52. Look at Beans. Beans got Mr., you know,
Beans for sure.
changed his whole sound pattern. Some people think it sound better. Some people we like the old Beans.
By the old albums.
That's crazy. Yeah, and Tyler, he was known for having a crazy, you know, crazy voice. See, I remember he used to have the rags on the microphone, or however it looked like it was bandanas or something. You remember Steven Tyler? He had that microphone that was crazy.
Yeah.
Get busy. He definitely was a lead singer that get busy. It's crazy that he did that to his
But still was touring the world at a high level for the biggest band.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Until
He's a beast.
60 plus years old.
He's a beast.
With hits that he made in his 20s.
Dumb, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Blink 182, Green Day, Yellow Cab,
You on a roll.
Train.
Coldplay.
Yeah.
You don't want to do this with me, K. Don't
You on
step
the
in the
road.
ring, K. All right, don't step in the ring with me, K. You hear me? Cause I was getting ready to go to some joints. Y'all would have been like, how he know that? Who sang How to Save a Life? Who sang that, K? Step one, you need to talk. That was my joint.
One of my favorite Maroon 5 joints.
Oh, Maroon 5 was Songs by Jane. That whole album
That
was
was The
popping. The
Shout out to
Fray.
Fray. No, but Son has a freestyle over Sunday morning that is ridiculous.
So then
Over Sunday
so you
morning,
know I'm
that
a
is
rock boy and I love
stupid.
rock. Don't
No,
all my
you know
rock
me,
people
I ain't
out there.
arguing.
Don't get it fucked up. I love rock. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
just saying, I'm one of them too.
I
I'm
just love
I'm
hip-hop
horrible
more.
with names, bro.
Listen, the Fray.
Because I really don't recognize white people as readily as I recognize black people.
No, but
I'm weird.
listen, that music, first of all, rock and roll, and I was just in the car listening to country western the other day. I love
never
music.
tapped in the country.
Country western tells good stories.
I know
bro.
that, but I never.
I
tapped
got
in the
my
country.
whiskey and she ain't coming home. Like they talking some shit. Like damn.
I watched the BET Awards. I'm like, I like that.
They
but-
tell good stories.
Them
I
black
love
folks.
music that tells good stories.
Okay, what's the comment?
That's it. That's all.
Drandy said it's also Netherlands' first medal
Yeah.
in basketball history,
Dope.
and it's immediately gold. We are not known as a basketballing nation,
Right.
even for Europe standards, so it was an
Wow.
absurd upset.
Thanks, Randy.
That's fire,
Randy.
yo.
That's
Good
for
looking,
Randy.
Rand.
And
We
he said,
needed that.
He said, "Sorry, I keep going back to basketball, but no, I appreciate it."
No,
We
you good
appreciate
because
you.
you informing us and you celebrating your situation. We ain't
Come
mad
on.
at
We
that,
need to
man.
know what's going on over there,
We
man.
ain't mad at that. Like on some real shit. Y'all got a book Son over there, man.
I follow listen, that's why I said it earlier. A lot of my stream count come from over there, man. Don't get it fucked up.
Netherlands is heavy with
What?
you. Dope.
Over there, they love hip hop.
Dope.
I just was about to say I follow a dance group from over there. Let It Happen. 3 little young sisters that's killing it on the dance side
Dope,
of things over
dope.
there, and they've been endorsed by everybody,
Fire.
from Common to Oprah and all of them. You
That's
know what I mean?
fire.
They
That's
love
dope.
they be. I feel like it's maybe just because shit hit over there slower than it hit over here, so they be loving. Like for example, Free and them go over there.
Oh yeah.
They would live
Oh
like
yeah.
kings.
Oh yeah. I know.
Petey and all of them, they love
They
that over there.
good.
Dell, he would go over there and be cool for the rest
Philly
of his
niggas
life.
ain't leaving though.
Nobody wants to leave.
Philly niggas ain't leaving though.
Shit, you give me the right amount of money, I'll get on a flight over there, kick it for a minute. It got to be right though. You know
Russ
what I mean?
gave it a bad connotation, but years ago the boy with the hat on at house party told y'all Bali is the shit.
Read Hove book, read Jay-Z book, and he talks about that first year in hip hop he spun over in the UK with Jazz and
Where that picture come from?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's different.
They love it all.
It's
They love
different.
it over there.
They was able to record albums and be rock stars.
Listen,
And
man.
that's something that real quick before you get out of here.
I'm listening to you.
If you
I
in
got
a
one more
hurry,
comment.
I'm
Go
listening. Go ahead, Kay.
do the comment. I'm gonna do the thing.
Shout out Philly Talk TV. He said, "The sun."
What's up with you, gang, gang,
Yo.
gang, 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 gang?
Appreciate you. Make sure y'all subscribe too. We appreciate
Man, the
y'all.
sun came on, had his super litty in here, man.
But like, you a man. You got a family. You've acknowledged your family, and
Come
shout
on.
out to your family. Salute.
Yes, sir.
Wife.
Yes, sir.
Daughter.
Yes, sir.
Son. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And you got a rich man family.
I got the rich man's family.
You hear me?
No doubt.
But how does it feel to like? There's this thing where it's like, yo, You ready to go be a star?
Mm-hmm.
You ready to go be a rapper?
Mm-hmm.
You ready to go get these people a show?
Mm-hmm.
Where is that switch? When is the time where you go from leaving the crib to rapper mode?
Is
it in the ride of the car? Is it when you get to the venue?
Beautiful.
Because you a man first.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful question. And you know when it happens? Soon as you lock the door. For me. Soon as you know how you go out the crib in the morning, whatever. Hey, Kay, I'll see you later. And you go and you go out and you lock the door.
I'm of the world
and
now.
now you of the world.
I'm of the world
That's
now.
when it happens. And you know what's the hardest part? When you walking further and further away from that door. And you getting in the car, and you driving off, and you look in the rear view, and you see your house getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah, man.
And you know right there is everything you love, everything you care about.
Right.
Your comfort zone,
right?
And you get ready to go somewhere where these people might not really care about you. They care about Son of 215 or getting close to somebody that's next to Son of 215
or their agenda.
So it makes it that much.
Yeah.
It makes it that much realer for me to say, okay, I got to be on ninja mode now, and I have to make it back to that little crib that's drifting in the rear view. You understand? So that's why if you see me on stage sometime and I'm dumbing out and he like, damn, his veins is popping out of his neck.
No, you
it's
sweat
like,
through all your shirts.
This is I'm here for a whole nother reason. You feel me? Like I'm not here for the the shenanigans and the play and hey look at me and all of that. No, I'm here because it's like look what I'm leaving behind. So if I'm going out here to go get it, I got to be bringing back some, I got to be bringing the bacon home, literally. Not even just the bacon, myself home. You know what I'm saying? And that's when it happens for me. I don't know, it may be different for everybody else. It may be for another rapper, might be as soon as that beat come on. But I know for me, and that's why I said that's a beautiful question.
That's why I asked you.
Because I done got in cars and we get ready to go drive 20 miles or whatever. 20 hours or, you know what I mean, 3-4 states away. And it's like, bro, who knows what's about to happen?
You stop at the rest stop, you still you. And you still superstar you.
You feel me? So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, I make sure to let like my little girl, that's really my best friend, both my kids, but my girl is, that's daddy's girl.
Aww.
So I make sure I always talk to her before I slide. And it's like, yo, daddy's coming right back. You know what I mean? Literally, I'll break it down to her in a way like, look, 2 nights. Sun gonna go up once, it's gonna come down. It's gonna go up again, it's gonna come down, and I'll be back.
And when you wake up, I'll be there.
You know what I'm saying? It's to make it the simplifier for.
No,
but
that's
no,
amazing.
I'm coming back. You feel
amazing.
me?
Yeah.
And that it's like who said it would be easy? Hip hop is hip hop, and being in what I am, you got different job titles in hip hop, but being an artist, it's the most dangerous game in the industry. You know what I mean? It's dangerous. And I've been in situations where it has been dangerous and my life could have been on the line.
You and me both.
But I love it. You love it. When it's something you love, it's like, I know it may sound selfish because we got families, but it's like, yo, you willing to put it all on the line for something you love. And nobody wants to die and become eternal that way, but I feel like I got so much work out here. Something happened to me tomorrow, y'all good. Y'all can be like, man, shit, we about to have a whole Sun week. That's all we playing is Sun. Where we want to start at? Veterans Day, hitting gems, Black Dickie music.
Nigga,
we want to take it back to Finest Hour? What you want to do?
I got CDs y'all ain't got.
So, we etched in stone out here, at least in our cities, and, that's where you got to start at. You know what I mean? Before you get around the world, you got to start in your backyard. That's why I want to leave y'all with. Start at home in your backyard. This what this is all about. The Philly shirt, the Phillies hat, the Son of the 215, the 215 tat, the UPT. The backyard is where you got to start at, man. You know what I mean? You can't conquer nothing until you conquer home, man. And, that's what my brother's doing, too, man. That's what Kay and Sammie is doing, man. Sipping with Sammie is a staple. Philadelphia has been a staple. It's going to keep on being a staple. And they putting on for not only independent artists, but major mainstream artists, underground, whatever you want to call it, and not just artists, period. Anybody from any walks of life of the entertainment and music, whatever corporation, anything, anybody that got something dope going on,
Appreciate that.
they putting the spotlight on them. So you gotta respect that, man. You gotta stand for that. You understand me? Y'all know how the sun ride, man. You got a problem with the Sam, you might got a problem with me, man. You know
That part in that
you don't want a problem
order.
with me. You don't really want to do that.
No, that's the son, man. Son been tall his whole life. He chose to be an MC a long time ago. He ain't
Yes,
wait
sir.
till his hoop dreams failed. That nigga said, I'm a rapper at 12.
Y'all got it. Go ahead. I'm gonna be on the sideline holding y'all down.
Nigga 6'2".
After y'all cook them, if some one of their friends want to battle, you can be like, yo,
do the
my
hood
man
thing.
got bars too. I
gonna
do
do the
that.
hood thing.
No fucking doubt.
And it used to happen in a real way.
Yes,
In
sir.
a real way. Well, I want to say thank you, bro.
Oh man, thank
Appreciate
you for having
you.
me, man. Come on, man. You know, anytime this guy say pull up, I gotta pull up.
But it's not even
It's
for pulling
inevitable.
up. It's not even for pulling up.
It's inevitable.
It's for holding down the city.
Yes, sir.
It's for being so
My
uptown.
doggy dog.
It's for being so uptown while you do the fly shit.
Get to holler at my
It's
sis.
It's
You know
all
what I mean?
of that. You know what I'm saying? And even tonight, you called me and was respectful enough to tell me that you was bringing through Nay. And I'm
Yo,
like,
no
I
doubt.
begs with Nay.
Cause I needed her.
And
to,
I'm sure Nay.
get to chill with y'all.
You
on
bring
that.
Nay the most
Y'all-
nigga situation. They ain't leaving outside.
Nah,
but
nah,
at
nah,
the
nah.
same time, I already respect that
But like
woman.
I told her, sometime you know I know she get to see sipping with Sammy a lot. You know what I mean? You got to chill with Sam alone tonight. You know what I mean? You get to see people at events and they moving and grooving and shaking and baking.
that's
You don't
different.
really get to sit down and build with them. You got to sit down and I needed her to sit down and build with y'all to see like, yo, these are people, certain people that I say are power players and people that I get to pull up on and kick it with, and for a reason. We ain't playing to play. We playing to win.
And I ain't even gonna lie.
You see this way this joint was booming.
We gotta end it now just so we can chop it up before they get out of here and figure out some more things. But Kay, anything that we missing before we get out of here? Nay, anything you want to say?
I just want to show this design.
Give it a mic.
Can I ain't trying to show y'all personally.
That's crazy.
But I need to just let y'all see this shit.
You know,
right
but that's
here.
K.
One more set.
Hold up, okay. Let me take my glasses off.
Look, every graphic begins
There
with
you go.
K.
And the back.
That's
You know how to
K.
get,
There
man.
you go.
That's
There you
K.
go. That's it.
That's
I
so
didn't
heavy.
even know. I'm not even
I'm gonna
lying.
still try to find a way to get one. I don't know how to.
Oh yeah,
at,
they still
but
around.
I got a couple dollars. Let me know.
I think Free still got a couple on deck. I'll let him know. You know,
Yeah.
we need to get y'all that.
No.
But
For sure.
I'm not even lying when I'm saying I had no idea, and that's how humble K is. She seen her walk in with that joint. It could have been on some super hype shit. Hey, I made that. She let it come out
No,
organically.
bro.
That's how dope she is. So we gonna give my sis her flowers, cause for the last 5 to 10 years she been playing behind the scenes in Philly, making sure people's sounds is right and their visuals is right and their graphics is right and they live shows is right and they streaming live shows is right. Cut it out, man. Put some respect on my sis name, man. Put some respect on it.
Appreciate that.
And when she want a good artist to come rock something, yeah, okay.
I'm gonna play you one of her records after we wrap.
Okay. You
So-
understand me?
But I do have one thing to say. I do have Fishtown Feast of Ale coming up September 28th. It
Another
is
festival.
A large food festival in Fishtown
that just
on
made me
Frankfurt
hungry.
Avenue.
Damn,
So come
let's
on out
go.
and check that out. It is September 28th from 12 to 8 on Frankfurt
We
Avenue.
gonna make a book about Kay. It's gonna be called The Mayor of Fishtown. The Mayor of Fishtown, cause she got this thing booming back here, man.
No, it's different.
She
It's
got
definitely
it
different.
booming. Like, what's up? Like, God.
I do
damn.
want to announce that
But you got
we had tweet on here recently the 2024
the lady
runway
tweet.
runway gala making black fashion history celebrating black men on the runway will be hosted by Sam Malone.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
The first all black men's fashion gala will be hosted by yours truly.
Shout out tweet.
Shout out tweet for the
Concrete moguls.
opportunity. I don't even want to talk to you about how we handle
That's gonna be
negotiations
crazy.
because that's sis. But she
That's
one of the
gonna
ones that
be
keep
s-
making
That's
situations
gonna
pop
be
up.
Patrick Swayze.
Also, in September, we are attached to Lovely Lay's situation with what is it, Y100?
Oh, yeah. That's gonna be crazy.
Man, DJ Cool and
Never know who
fireworks
gonna be
and all
there.
of that,
Never
man,
know who
is
gonna be
going up.
there.
And I've been tapped in for that. I got a few things coming up. Check out my Instagram. Check out my Instagram, man. I don't want to talk to y'all too
Sam
long
just
because
slid
I'd
over in
rather
the-
talk
in
to
the-
them right now than talk to y'all because we done gave y'all enough.
He got into that hosting thing, and he's looking good at it.
Man,
he's looking
listen,
real good.
I got suits and all that. Let me know. I'll pull up.
This has been another episode of the greatest. Dang it, this is not happy hour, so this ain't that no more.
I mean, we started at happy hour. It's all the same.
So, but this is a new situation, though, Sam.
No, this is different.
I'm hip to what's
now
going on
around here. Now you people what's going on. You see what we picking up, we putting down.
How are we branding this one? Because I know it's a certain way you end it.
This is Sippin' with Sammie live.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We live streaming on TikTok.
Bada bing.
YouTube and
bada boom. I'm gonna do your ad libs. You go ahead.
Twitch.
Bada bang.
Yeah, so we just bringing it up to the people in real time, no edits. And the crazy thing is, when we do the episodes that drop every Thursday, we don't really edit shit.
Boom.
Straight through conversation, a little less radical, but we like to cover current events and all of that and make the clips go good to let y'all know how we really feel in real life.
Come on.
And I get to bring people through that could come through. He could come through next Monday and say, Sammie, I'm dropping a single.
Yes, sir.
And we could do that for 15 minutes. He could dip out.
Carry a Tugman.
You see what I'm saying?
Midnight Train in Philly.
So we just opening it up so that we got more possibilities.
Freedom Thinkers Academy, man.
More possibilities, but bro, I'm proud of you. I salute you, and I love you.
Thank you, my bro. I love you,
You got
man.
to hug me.
I love you. What you doing? You know I love you, man. My brother. My
You know
brother
what I'm
from
saying?
another, man.
But Kay, salute to you.
My sister from another mister.
You know what I'm saying? Nay
was in the building. Hey, listen, man. Make sure y'all do me a solid too before we slide out here. Go follow Nay Rodriguez, man, for all your PR needs, man. She got the packages, man, your marketing, your media, your LLC, and your logos, whatever you got going on, man. Go get with her. Women is holding the shit down in the tri-state right now. I got her and Kay linking up and getting a major bag together because that's what women of Philly do. They get bags together and they hold the kings down. So you understand, man. It's been another episode of Sippin' with Sammie and the Sun. You know what I mean?
Ah! It's my co-host.
Come on now.
Nah, but shout out to Mr. EU. We out this bitch, man.
Somebody else jumped in.
This is Sippin' with Sammie. I am Mr. Fly Shit, only the one and only Sippin' with Sammie. Sam Malone, Barstool Rug. If you ain't sippin' with Sammie, you ain't sippin' right. Please get your fucking life together.
Damn, Sammie, you done fucked up.